Yeah, there it is.
Welcome to Laugh Out Lore's Stormhaven, DM'd by Anthony, the big voice in the sky. You guys know him in the other campaign as Henry and his following of zombies. Also, if you in the past episodes, Traka. So, want to start off tonight as new always. Fuck cancer.
Fuck
Cancer.
Cancer.
And with that, take it away, big voice in the sky.
That sucks, though.
Pick up. You guys just killed 3 or 4 harpies, I can't remember, and Erdan raised one, and it's now floating and following you guys. You're chilling on the beach. I'd say probably about this point, the sun starts to come up. It's gotten through the night, cleaned up whatever you needed to do, and we'll start in the morning.
Who drug me back to the ship after my arms became jello and my legs?
I think we're on the actual beach. We're not at the ship again.
Yeah. That's right. You can't use your arms or legs now.
Yeah, and he's constantly yawning. Though I healed Nate, didn't I? Or got rid of Nate's curse.
Yeah, and you didn't have enough to...
No, I don't. Fuck.
I like that better.
Okay.
That's more live.
Would it be safe to say that Froll... Trying to think of when I would have came out of the holding. What time of day is it?
It was late at night. You guys were sailing to the Resistance place, and Peggy's ship got struck by lightning, so you pulled into the closest island.
Mm-hmm.
You guys had to dock Peggy's ship pretty much so they could do repairs to it. Guys encountered some harpies. You weren't here, so I said you kind of just went below deck.
So
and
coming
going
out
by Froll's history, it probably would have been like 9 seconds at the longest. So we probably would have watched the whole battle from the ship.
Oh yeah, probably.
Froll was just standing at one of the glass pane windows on the side of the ship in my quarters, watching you guys fight all these harpies. I'm gonna walk out of my hold and I guess hop in the water and make my way over to where they are on the beach.
Making my way.
I'm walking past. I'm a seagull. Go fuck yourself.
I'm gonna look over at Broth because he has jelly legs and arms, and he's just I imagine him kind of flopping, like trying to control himself. So it's just like, I'm gonna be like, worms move like that.
Yes, we do when we're worthless.
You're a lot sleepier than that. The half-assed attempt at moving his arms.
That's the right choice, though.
I am going to ask.
Oh God!
Let's see who's with us. I just realized our names aren't up here.
Malyarim, Bruce.
Yeah, I'll probably ask Bruce to pick him up, pick Broth up and put him on my back, just so we can get moving. I'm updating names. Sorry, guys. Actually, I don't know Tom's name yet. And I guess it's going to be up to Nate.
Xander.
Huh?
Do you want to have Bruce put Broth on my back?
Yes. Yes.
I wish.
I will pick up Broth. I will pick up Jellyman. I'll put him on
Lifting
the
a
back.
200-pound limp baby.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, can Bruce pick up pretty much 400 pounds dead weight?
Hang on.
You're 400 pounds?
He's pretty strong. Do you weigh 400 pounds?
I weigh
Bro.
200, but when you make it dead weight,
No, it's
Mr.
still
Voice
200 pounds
message,
is 200 pounds. Dead weight just
Plus
makes
his
it
gear.
awkward.
I think he can.
Makes it feel heavier.
Do we add gear to that weight?
Oh, but that's
just
true.
kidding. Yeah, we're
Carrying-
good. We're good. Bruce got this.
Then you know what?
Carrying 180 pounds of gear.
You know what?
I don't
How
know
much
anything.
gear do you have, Broth? Take your weight plus your weight carried. And what do you have?
312
Can't lift him.
pounds.
I cannot carry him.
He might blow one out trying to lift you
Yeah.
up.
Oh, my moon hole.
Blew out your moon hole. Oh.
Can I do anything?
As I get up to the beach,
Mr.
Right as
Voice,
Bruce blows out his moon hole trying to lift Broth up.
Mr. Voice, did you check your message?
Oh my god, what the fuck is that?
I don't know
What
if
was
anybody-
that?
I think my mic's fucked up.
Oh no.
Anthony, I think Tom wants you to check your messages.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody.
Yeah, it's level
We can hear
5,
you.
I believe.
Okay, I wasn't sure because my stepped
You
on
guys
my
are level
freaking
5,
headphones
right?
and the shit just cracked
Yeah.
off.
5.
Yep, level 5.
Just me and Broth and yawning.
Yeah, because I don't think anybody
gonna-
can really pick you up.
as I come up, I'm gonna look down at him and like, Broth, why are you so fucking tired?
Daddy, carry me back to the ship.
I ain't carrying shit. Get up and walk.
Daddy, I can't.
Erdan's
Not
going to
bad.
look at Frohl and be like, he got cursed twice.
Daddy, pick me up.
You got cursed. Why do you keep doing that? Well, if he's so unamused, we might as well carry him up to his shoulders and leave him here, guys.
Maybe we should spend the night here.
Should we start digging? Hiram, do I start digging a hole now?
Yes.
The
Start
captain
digging a
has
hole.
spoken.
Dig the hole.
You
Yes,
go ahead.
please. Bruce
Go
is
ahead
going to
and
start
dig the
digging a
hole.
hole.
So I guess we'll discuss what we should do with him. For now, Erdan, if you need to moonlight your butthole, why don't you go ahead and do that? And
I do. Fluby,
why
come
don't
here.
You go ahead and do that. Anybody else that needs a rest, we can set up a small camp here.
What are you doing
Bruh.
with me?
ER,
Bruh,
Brandon.
shut up. Shut up, bro. God damn, guy keeps yawning like hell. He's obviously fucking tired.
DM, quick question about zombies. They don't require sleep, right?
No, but I would think they could watch, but they can't alert you really,
That's true.
because they can only
That's
like
true.
grunt and moan and stuff.
They don't require it, but they would benefit from it. Same benefits that we do.
Right. Yeah. Well, my Fluby has full zombie health, but I'm
Okay.
thinking have it keep watch because I don't have to sleep either, so I can be aware. But
Now, to control it, is that concentration based?
nope.
It lasts 24 hours, and then you have to recast it.
Okay.
So
If
basically,
you
I
don't
have to
recast it, then you have to wait for a new corpse
corpse or
or
something.
whatever.
Okay.
Sorry about that, Tom. I updated it.
Yeah,
No, ER at the end.
ER. Sorry.
I'm going to motion to everybody that was fighting to go ahead and take their break.
But since you've already rested, sir, will you dig the hole? Like I could use a rest. I missed my big swing again.
Are you asking me to work?
I mean, yes, sir. You said the ones fighting should rest, but you told me to dig a hole first.
The Fluby flies
Yeah.
over
Are you
and
done
holds
digging the
out her
hole?
hand.
I started, sir. I've never really dug before. How do you work this shovel?
Bruce, my Fluby will dig a hole for you.
Okay.
Oh.
Hands the shovel over to the Fluby.
Pearl's going to look at this harpy and be like, what in the fuck is a fluby? What
That-
did you guys do last night?
Frohl, I have a funny story.
I bet you do, based on what I'm hearing, but
I touched her Fluby. and she died. So now she is my Fluby.
You touched her Fluby.
They're feathered boobies.
Can I investigate? Can I investigate these boobies to see if they're feathered?
Yeah, go ahead.
Probably not
Roll.
anymore.
Yeah, to see if they're still
She may be
feathered.
missing some feathers, but
They're all wilted.
That's a six flat.
That's pretty low. I don't know if you quite.
Yeah, I'm gonna look
Understand.
around at like her shoulder blade on her back and be like, I don't really see the feathers, but okay, these new guys are fucking weird.
The harpies are like half woman, half vulture. Like it's the torso of a woman and the head, but then like wings and claw feet. So there probably would be feathers on the shoulder, or at least you'd see them from the wing there.
Okay,
I think
so
their wings come out of their back.
Seeing a few feathers on the backside there, I'm just gonna assume that their boobs are on the back now.
excellent.
Be like, feathered booby. Where did the lube part come from?
Flubies. Because they fly.
You like flubies. Brock, shut the fuck up. Quit yawning. God damn, go to sleep. Just go to sleep.
Daddy,
Go to sleep.
I think the curse may keep him awake. If he's constantly yawning, he can't sleep.
Right.
Right as
It just gets louder and louder.
Yeah.
Right as Erdan says that, I'm gonna take my oath bow with two hands and just crack him in the forehead with it.
Daddy, why would you do that, Daddy?
Roll
Daddy,
a strike
ow, no.
with your bow. I mean, he can't move to dodge it, so
Yeah.
probably roll the strike with advantage.
He's stuck.
Fucking hate you, bro.
Roll away.
17 and 3 for an unnatural 20.
Oh,
Is that with advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that hits Roth. Because he can't move.
And then it's not an arrow, so we're just gonna do the 3 damage from an unarmed strike.
Does anyone look messed up from the fight?
I think Broth did. I don't think anyone else really got hit. Bruce might have got hit a couple times.
Since I was improvising and trying to knock him out, would that knock him out?
Well, he's paralyzed, so he can't really move. So I was kind of thinking it would be double damage and 6 from a smacked up bow right to the forehead.
Yeah,
it
straight
might
to the forehead.
knock him out for a minute or two, if that, because his yawns are just going to wake him back up.
Yep.
He's just going to be fuzzy.
As soon as he goes out, I'm just gonna kind of shuffle the other guys away and be like, "Okay, guys, go make your camp and get some rest."
Erdan's going to stick his butt into the sky, and you see a little hole open up where his little moon panel is. And like, it is time to moonlight my moon hole. How deep do you want the hole?
How tall are you, Broth?
Just about 5 feet should be fine.
5, 6. Hold on.
Doesn't need to be real wide.
I'm 6'2".
Let's go about 5.5 feet.
Okay. Fluby, do your job. And it says that she'll continue working until the task is done. So, however long that'll take.
Yeah, but it also says that zombies can't really understand any more of the command except for dig. So it's just going to dig. Like, it's just going to keep digging down.
I'll just stand
It'll be
there.
able to fly out, but it's probably going to be like as deep as fuck hole by the time it's done digging.
Could
Because
you
you're not
command
there
it?
to tell it to stop. So I would say it's going to dig for the whole 4 hours that you moonlight your moon hole.
Could you command and say dig until Froll says stop?
I wouldn't understand it. Only understands simple, basic commands.
So you have to go out there and tell it stop.
So technically, Froll could tell me when to
You
tell it
say
stop.
dig and I'll say stop.
Yeah, because if you tell me to tell you or to tell it stop, then I can just relay the stop because
And look, because I
Made my
think
brain
it's a
hurt.
telepathic
While
connection.
you're in your
Go.
sentry, you're still
yes,
mildly
go.
coherent.
He normally would be, but since his head is underwater now, it'd probably be at disadvantage.
We're on the beach.
I thought you went into the water to moonlight your moonwalk.
Oh no, it just as long as there's on the beach, there's no like trees obstructing
Kind of
view.
pulled the ostrich and dug your head in the sand.
I figure I just like yoga pose where my head's just laying on the sand, like chin on the sand, but my ass is
Call
just like
this
full.
resting duck.
Resting duck, yes.
Ooh.
That's a new yoga move. We're gonna do that.
Yeah. It's the only
Resting
one
duck.
we're gonna do,
Done.
Pearl, you should really try this. It's nice.
It is nice. It really pulls out the kinks in your back, and I know you like
Starts
kinks.
undoing his buckle. I don't know what the hell this is going to do for me, but all right.
for all would be like, yeah. Is she digging the hole? I don't have much
Yes.
time. She digging the hole?
She is digging.
Okay. I'm gonna watch her, and I'm gonna yell to you when it's time for her to stop.
Okay.
Roll perception while you're watching her dig.
Oh.
That is a 14 total.
You hear some rustling in the bushes. Like you're on the beach, but the line of jungle is pretty dense. That lines the inside of the beach. You know how it usually transitions. And you hear some rustling through the foliage.
I'm just immediately gonna shoot it.
You can't see. I mean, roll
Shoot at the
investigation to
bush
see if you
that's
see
rustling.
anything.
Okay. Uh, 10 and nothing. 10.
Yeah, you shoot off into the bush and don't hit anything. You continue to hear the rustling and the yawning. Broth would probably be back awake by now.
Oh fuck! It's broth.
I think you would know the difference
He's
between the
literally
rustling.
just like a torso laying next to you. His arms are like
Yawning.
kind of just flopped underneath him together because he can't really move.
I'm gonna
His head
pull out.
It's moving around. He's like, "Hey, Froll."
He can still talk, right? He just yawns a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daddy.
Can I tear like just a little scrap of cloth from like the bottom of my shirt? Oh no,
Roll
I have
perception to see
I have
if you heard
a cloth
what
scrap.
he's been saying. Because he said it like 8 times now, and you're either just ignoring it or not
That's
hearing
a
it.
5 and 3 for 8.
No, you don't hear it.
No. I'm more interested with just getting him to shut up. I'm gonna take this scrap cloth that I have and cut off like a 1.5 foot section of my hempen rope. I'm gonna ball the cloth up real tight and stick it in his mouth, and then wrap the rope around that and around his head and tie it off. Like, God damn it! Smack him.
I would say at this point,
As he
you
opens his
see-
mouth to yawn, I just fucking jam it in there and fucking tie it off. Like, that ought to keep you quiet.
As you're muffling Broth's yawns, you hear some twigs snap and branches start to break right inside the foliage out of the beach.
And
As you
I
turn to look, you see an elf stumble out and falls onto the beach.
gonna look at it and I'm gonna be like, fuck, another one.
Erdan is going to cast Eyes of the Grave immediately. whenever I hear something falling into, well, when I hear Froll and whatever just popped out. And basically, within 60 feet, I know if it's undead. Anything around me is undead. Besides, I already know my Fluby is.
Can you do that while in sentry, or are you coming out of that?
I would just have to come out of it.
Okay.
There is nothing undead except for your Fluby.
Cool. I go back into his
I'm
meditation.
gonna walk up to the elf, and I'll be like, "Listen, I know how this works. You're new. You're a new guy, right? Who sent you?"
Roll perception as you get up to him and start talking.
Uh-oh. Ooh. First good roll. 19 and 3.
Ooh,
22.
nice.
Yeah, you notice that he really doesn't look well. He looks pretty thin and really like dry and flaky. Like he's probably dehydrated and might be a little bit starved. And you hear him cough, and Xander, go ahead and pick up from here.
I'm just wait. Who are you? What do you want? I kind of need something to drink here. Search of treasure inside the jungle. Got lost and
You
kind of
something to drink.
heard some stuff
You-
chasing. I don't know what the hell was going on.
Do you have any coin? You have any coin?
I don't have anything. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Something was chasing from inside there.
If you don't have any
It's just
coin,
trying to
then I don't have any
away.
water.
I don't care about coin, man.
Well,
I don't know. I don't know.
You want some water, but you don't have any coin to pay for it. I'm gonna pull out my little water bladder and take a swig of it.
Can Erdan roll perception to see if he hears all this?
Yes.
I'm just,
So you're probably 15, 20 feet away.
Oh, it's not bad.
trying to.
16 plus 4, so unnatural 20.
Yeah, I would say you hear most of the conversation enough to figure out what they're talking about.
I get back out of my.
Who's that? Can I see everybody else around them too? No, kind of.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say you probably have one level of exhaustion and you need some water, so you'd be rolling with disadvantage.
Right.
I get out of my.
I think most of them are all
duck.
together, and then me and Broth and the Harpy were just a few feet away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If now your Rim and Bruce want to get up and get involved, they can. If they want to just long rest, that's fine too. I don't think you guys have had one for a while. So.
Yeah, we'll hang out for a second. If it gets crazy, we'll get involved.
I'm not. I'll just out adventuring, trying to just find some treasure. Kind of lost my way, but
I'm gonna be like, yeah, I got shit to do, and I'm just gonna hand them the water bladder. There's guys over there, they're sleeping. If you want to lay down.
A giant 6-foot duck waddles over to you, Xander.
Giant 6 foot. I'm still a little panicky here. I'm just gonna have a dagger ready. You know, 'cause I don't know you guys.
Erdan gets into his pack under his right wing, and pulls out a days of ration, and throw it at you, Xander. Like, people are trying to sleep. Eat this and go to sleep too. And I go back into my resting duck pose right in front of him.
Just sit down right there.
Resting duck pose. It's just like
As I'm walking off, I'm gonna be like, Xander, that's our duck. I don't understand him either. I'm gonna keep walking off towards Broth.
okay.
This is Broth.
Look at these. He kind of looks a little worse than I am. I don't know these guys yet, so I'm just gonna kind of look at this food. What was that? And see if it was the rations. Just see if everything was all right. I guess
As he's starting to eat his food, I'm gonna look at him and be like, "Hey, come here and help me get this man in this hole."
You should
Is it-
have
Okay.
Xander.
Is the Fluby still digging?
Say that Fluby's
Help
probably
this-
been digging for like 10 minutes, so it's really not quite deep enough
Help
yet.
this
We'll let
guy in the hole.
Xander
Help,
eat
help,
his
wait.
food and gain some strength back. And
Broth, I think you have a lot of background noise. Yeah,
Who
it's
am I
you.
supposed to be helping you get in a hole? I don't even know this.
And
I don't know. I
that
don't
was
think I'm
a-
gonna.
That was a 19 plus 4 on persuasion, so you can choose if you were persuaded or not.
Who, me? To help
Yeah.
you put him in the hole? I don't even know who that.
Froll, did you hear
mean-
how deep it was?
Yeah, I
Okay,
did.
just making sure.
I figured by the time we pull him over there, it'd be fairly close.
yeah, it is going to take a while because you guys will need 2 people to move him. He's heavy.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, that's true. And he's
Who
Xander
are
is
we-
super
who are we
dehydrated,
moving?
so you know.
I'm gonna say, don't worry about it. This guy's a friend of mine. We're just trying to teach him a lesson.
So you're burying a friend? That's not kind of. I mean, that's a hell of a friend.
I'm not
I don't
burying him a
think,
hole. His head will still be sticking out. He can breathe. I'll stop by every few days to give him water.
See if I
Can I-
grow or not.
Somehow,
He's
I
still
don't-
gagged. Yeah, roll perception as you've had a few drinks of water and got probably a good few handfuls of the nuts and dried meats and stuff that's in the ration.
If I can get the fucking. All right, perception. Here we go. 11.
Yeah, he's not far away from you. You're standing right over him, so you notice Broth is just kind of slumped in a pile on the ground, and there's part of a shirt stuffed in his mouth and tied around the back of his head
What
with
what,
the
what the
rope.
hell?
So, but with
What
that
the-
low of a perception check, you're like, they probably are good friends.
All right, fuck it. Why not? Let's okay, let's put him in a hole. I guess. I don't know. I don't really know what you guys are. I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical here. I don't know.
I'm
if I
gonna
wanna
cut him
go
off
with
like halfway and just grab one of his arms and start pulling on it. This way, this way. We've got a harpy digging a hole. Don't ask about that either. It's another weird situation. You're gonna have to talk to the doctor.
It's a Fluby.
I,
Pearl's like, Erdan, knock it off. You're moonlighting.
I can talk while I'm moonlighting.
what don't we?
That's unfortunate.
For you.
Fuck, I don't know any of you guys. I can fucking put him in a hole. Let's put him in a hole.
Yeah, let's go. Feet first.
Okay.
Roll
How-
strength to drag him over there.
Straight.
I'm gonna say you guys have to roll like within like 3 of each other to work together and drag him over there. Otherwise,
hell.
he just
that's
kind of
nice.
stops.
That's a,
Mine
that's
was
a
an
7 and 2 for 9. There we go.
8. I got 8.
It takes you
Look at that.
about 10 minutes because Froth isn't
Froll
helping
looks
at
up.
all.
Fro looks up at the night sky, and I'm like, yeah, I get that. We have to work
Close
together. See? Here.
Putting this fucking
Yeah,
hole.
yeah,
I don't even know
yeah,
what this guy is. I don't know if I want
Teamwork makes the dream work.
kind of. I don't know. Man.
So we're not moving very fast, but we are pulling together.
Hey! If you would help out here, you know. I mean, I feel like I'm pulling a little more. This guy's kind of
I'm
big.
pulling as hard as I can. I've just got a hold of his arm with one hand. Just kind of like letting
Trying
him
to
do
walk.
like, yeah, I'm letting him do like 90% of the pulling, but
Yeah. Look, you're gonna have to
Everett.
help, man. I'm kind of still. I don't really. I don't know about all this. I mean, there was some stuff chasing.
I'm
me
gonna
back
look
there.
at him. I'm gonna be like,
Gotta come
listen,
out on-
listen.
Look,
listen.
No. You
What'd
don't
you say your
understand.
name is?
Again,
Xavier.
while they're
no,
doing this, roll perception. If you're
It's
sentry
Phil.
mode.
My name's Phil. My name's Phil. What do you want?
Who do you want to roll perception?
You,
Oh, okay. Sorry, I missed it. 14.
Doc, and Froll, or Xander and Froll, go ahead and keep arguing about pulling.
You're really. I don't feel like you're doing anything here. I mean, you
As,
asked
as
me
he
to help
keeps
you. I mean,
saying
hell,
that,
I
I'm gonna
just
cut
did.
him. I'm gonna cut him off again. I'm gonna be like, so Phil, have you ever been a pirate?
Who the fuck is Phil?
Just said your name's Phil. Have you ever been
Well,
a pirate?
no, we're gonna fill the hole with him. Fill it up. Fill it up. You misunderstanding
Yeah,
some shit.
yeah. No,
But you're
I
not
get.
pulling. You're not pulling it.
Phil, listen. I asked
I'm
a simple
Dave. I'm
question.
Dave. I'm Dave.
What was your roll, Erdan?
14.
You hear not rustling in the bushes, but some strange noises.
we gotta get out of here, man. There's something
Can
I
I-
don't know, man. We gotta start pulling a little further.
I'm
Does
gonna
it
pull a
sound
little
familiar
harder.
to me at all?
Probably not.
Okay.
It could be an animal. It could be something else. You're not sure.
I am
Sounds
going
close to
to.
what was with Sander, but you're not sure if it's just the jungle or something.
I don't know if I want to keep helping you pull this guy. You're not doing it. I don't even know this guy. Who is this guy?
I'm gonna pick up the nearest pebble, cast light on it, and throw it toward the sound,
Okay.
and just hopefully
Roll a
light something
strength
up.
check.
I'm
Yeah.
great at those. Oh, not bad. 19.
Not bad. You get it a good way into the jungle foliage, and it lights up and adds a bunch of shadows and
Oh,
kinda
you
makes
did
it
not want to do
a
that.
little creepier.
You did not want to do that. We need to hurry up. We gotta go over here and hide. Let's forget that. I'm gonna stop trying to help him.
Erdan gets out of his
And then
resting
you
duck
hear a
pose.
shriek in the foliage, and you hear several pairs of footsteps run away.
Can I cast an Eldritch Blast at the footsteps?
Yeah, if you want to.
Sweet. There's 2 of them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go like hide a tree or something at the edge.
23 hit. And 12, 16 for both of them.
Yeah, just a second. Let me get their sheet pulled up.
Sweet.
Yes, 23 definitely hits.
As I look back and see all this happening, and I see Phil take off running to hide, I'm gonna. I can't pull Broth by myself, so I'm just gonna tuck his arm back down to his side, and with my foot, I'm gonna like kick him to roll him towards the hole.
Okay. Roll a strength check for trying to flip him with your foot.
And as the Eldritch Blasts get, I guess, blasted out of my feathery hand, I actually have to yell out because it's verbal, and I'm going to just yell Eldritch Blast loud enough to hopefully everyone to hear me. For the 23, it was a 10 force damage. And did the 16
yeah, that
hit?
kills it. Yep.
Okay, so 16. For the 16, it's only 1 damage.
Oh. One of them dies, one keeps running. You hear like a sizzle and then some gargling sounds, and still the footsteps running away. Shadows jumping through the light that you can see.
How thick is the foliage there, including trees? Like, could I fly?
Not through the foliage and
Okay.
jungle. It's going to be difficult terrain.
I guess I'm gonna start waddling after it, hearing like the sizzle and the gargle. I know it hit something. I want to investigate that and stop and look at it. I'm not gonna follow the second one.
Okay, roll investigation.
Investigations +3. 18 total.
Yeah, you find small kobold laying there. You can see where your Eldritch Blast impacted and burned the kobold in the surrounding areas. It has some like white striped paint on it, a spear, feathers. Looks very tribal. It might live in the jungle here somewhere.
I'm going to grab it and pull it to the beach. Just drag it.
Okay. It's small, so I don't think it even would bother you trying to pull it.
Cool. And as I get back to the beach, I'm like, this guy was in the bushes. Froll, broth.
I'm gonna look down at it, and I've rolled a 19 on my strength to roll broth with my foot. But I'm gonna look down at the kobold and be like, "Oh, did you get there, Erdan?"
I heard
not
rustling in the bushes, and I could actually hit it, unlike your arrow.
Like I heard rustling too, and that guy over there hiding's Phil.
I'm going to look over at Phil and be like, hi, Phil. I heard this was chasing you.
Yeah, that thing was chasing me. I don't know who you're. Are you referring to me as Phil? Because I'm Xander.
Oh,
I
hi,
don't know
Dave.
where he got. Yeah, that's.
This.
Yeah.
I heard your name was Phil and Dave, and now it's Xander, so maybe next time. Was this what chased you?
Yes, yeah, I believe so. I don't know. It was kind of I couldn't see all that far back.
They are extremely weak.
Okay, well, I wasn't sure. I heard a lot of it, so I didn't want to take a chance. So I was just trying. I was kind of exhausted. Just wanted to get out of there.
Phil, is this your first time adventuring?
You might say that.
Oh, so he's a land lover. I'm gonna call you Landfill.
Yes. Yes. Erdan looks over at Froll. He says, ha, ha. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
it was good, wasn't it, Erdan? That was good.
But it sounds more like a quack instead of a ha. Quack, quack, quack. And Erdan's going to look over at Phil and be like, Landfill, do you have any weapons?
Yeah, I maybe.
Can you show me them?
What would you need to see my weapons for?
I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
I'm sure you would, but don't you have Froll for that?
Who's Froll?
Phil.
Phil's not Froll. You're Landfill.
No, I am Xander.
No, I like Landfill.
Bad. I'm not going to answer to that no more.
Watch. And he's just going to go back into resting duck pose.
It's like, that's fine. I don't care. Gotta charge my butthole.
You will answer, Jordan.
Roll perception to see if you see everything open up and the glint of the blue light in there.
Who?
You.
Okay. Perception. Oh, shit. That's a natural 1 plus 3 is 4.
Thankfully, you don't see it.
That's a damned shame. What a bad time to roll bad.
He could have understood. But
Dude, I'm fucking dying.
still in the dark there.
Literally.
At this time, can I see how deep this harpy hole is? And
Oh, yeah, she's still digging.
Yeah, by now it's probably 5.5 feet deep.
I'm gonna be like, Erdan, it the hole's good.
I tell her to stop.
Why are we
I
trying to
get that.
bury? Why are we trying to bury this guy?
For all I'm going up to the zombie harpy and like shoving it. I'm like, get this thing the fuck out of here. It's gonna get too deep.
Harvey, what the fuck?
It's 6 feet down, so I don't think you can shove it away. But I definitely tell her to stop and she to fly back to me.
Gonna
Landfill, this is
just
my
pick up.
Fluby.
I'm gonna just ignore him. I'm not gonna.
I'm gonna
Landfill,
pick up.
would you like to
I'm gonna
touch her
pick-
Flubies? I'm gonna have The harpy shake her floobies at him.
I'm gonna
Simple
look at him and be
command.
like, Erdan, you can't talk while you're in sentry.
Yes, I can.
No, damn it, you can't.
It says I can.
I'm gonna, but
Voice in the
as your
sky says I
captain,
can.
as your captain, I'm gonna say the player's guide does not apply here. I'm gonna pick up Broth's feet and kind of like twist them around here and drop them in the hole.
Hey, man, you just dropped him like head first. What are you doing? That's not good. You said you were burying
Head
him
first.
feet first.
I
Yeah,
am
you
feet
flop him
first. That's
around,
his
I mean-
feet, damn it.
Yeah, but you
take
dropped
his
him in a
shoulders
hole.
and-
You had his feet.
I take his shoulders
the
and
hell?
push him forward so he like slips down in there. I'm gonna start.
Why are we burying him?
I'm gonna start filling sand back in up
Doesn't
to his neck.
doesn't look like he's dead.
No, he's not dead. He's stupid. Oh,
He's just a dumbass.
I'm hoping some time on the beach might reset his memory here.
Oh, okay. I don't want to be involved in that. Y'all have fun with it.
Okay, good. Well, bye. If you need some rest, you can rest with those guys over there, and I'm gonna motion over
Right,
to where
you're burying one. You want me to rest? I don't think so.
I'm gonna motion over to Malurem over there. They're resting. They trust me too. I'm gonna look down at Broth. I'm gonna go, Broth, you trust me?
Broth is having some audio issues.
Broth can't
Oh.
talk anyway. You
Probably
stuck
the
a
rag in his
freaking
mouth.
dirty sock or some shit in his mouth.
Broth, if you get on Messenger on your computer, just click on the link because it's going to require a bunch of passwords and shit. Otherwise, he's going to try to connect from his computer.
Okay.
Right. He turned his. It looks like his mic is just turned off.
Well, he doesn't have a mic right now. He has to use his computer for it.
Mm-hmm.
He left his headset or
What'd you
something.
do with your mic? He left his what?
Yeah, Froth is kind of slumped in the hole. Since he can't use his legs, he slumps almost all the way down in the hole and now is just sitting at the bottom of a 5-foot hole.
Oh, fuck. I thought, oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's jelly legs. He has no strength in them.
He can't use his arms or his legs and just yawns about everything. But now he kind of.
Oh, it's
There's
right,
like
'cause there's a
part of
T-shirt.
his shirt in his mouth. So he's just got the worst cotton mouth ever.
Literally.
I'm gonna turn
Literally
around.
sucking any moisture he can get out of his mouth. So,
I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna yell. I'm gonna be like, Phil Dave, Xander, landfill. God damn it! Will you come over here and help me? I gotta pull him back out. I gotta fill this in a little more.
His name is Landfill.
Harpy went too deep.
Harpy likes it deep.
What do you want me to do?
He likes it in the floobies.
I want you to help me pull him back up here out of this hole. I gotta fill it in a few feet.
You already filled it in. Why don't you? You're gonna have to dig him out first. Why don't you have the harpy dig him out a little bit?
It's too deep.
Well, you
That's
already
what
filled
she
him in a
said.
little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just the tip.
It's all right. We can still pull him out.
Just a tip, right?
I don't think 3 handfuls of sand's gonna add much weight.
for roll perception.
All right, fine. Let's pull him out here.
These perception rolls are going great. 6 and 3 for 9.
You hear a thud behind you, like something hit the wood in your ship.
Like something hit the ship.
Yes.
Be like, Xander, you stay there. I'll be back. I'm gonna just leave Broth in the hole, and I'm gonna take off running out to the water and dive in.
I'd say because Peggy's ship is basically beached, so they can fill the mast. Yours is maybe 20 feet out, where it's just not going to hit the ocean floor and damage your ship. So you probably would have heard whatever it was hit Peggy's ship.
Oh. Okay. So it didn't hit my ship. Can I?
No.
Can I throw perception to see if I knew what it was?
Yes, go ahead.
Even better. That's a 2 and 3 for 5.
Yeah, as you're confusedly looking around, trying to figure out what might have hit the ship, you get smacked in the side of the head with a rock, and you take 6 damage because the kobold nat 20'd on his sling throw with a rock.
Damn.
Okay. And since we said I was down before, did I get a long rest already before we go to this camp?
I forgot you were down. That's my bad. I thought you rested while you were down below deck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like before I came out of holding.
Yeah, I would say probably.
Okay. Because I was going to skip the rest tonight.
That'd be heard.
Yes.
But yeah, you get smacked in the side of the head with a good
You said
blow from a
6?
rock. Yes. And actually, since he nat 20'd on his hit, he probably gets a bonus card because there is a crit your pants.
Oh, there is. Yeah, there's 2 of
Yep,
them.
there sure is.
Since that's bludgeoning damage, I'm going to use the cards the right way with the little rock or the mace and the hammer.
I heard you, Chris.
Double damage, so that makes it 12. And all attacks
Mother.
against you have advantage for 6 rounds.
I do not
Oh,
hear
that's
Chris.
Fucking
Does anyone else
nice.
hear Chris?
I heard Chris. I
Can
believe
no one
it
else
can
hear
I
me?
be
Oh,
heard?
there I can
I
hear you
hear
now.
you now.
There he
Yeah.
is.
Cool. I got it to work off my PC. Thanks
Cool.
for you guys. Technical
No problem.
difficulties.
So yeah,
I'm
see, I don't know if you guys can see, but each one of these red things is a different kind of damage, and then over here is the difficulty level of the card. So
That's
this one
cool.
is dangerous.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So yeah, you take 12 points of damage from this blow to the head, and I'd
Damn.
say your vision is kind of fuzzy for a minute. 'Cause that hurt.
Can I? So if it hit me in the head, then now I would know what direction it came from, though, right?
Yes, you would know that it came from
So-
the foliage inside from the beach. You can't see what it is in the jungle. Erdan's light is still there, but there's no way of telling
And-
really
and-
because of how many
and I-
leaves and how thick it is.
I seen him get hit with his rock, right?
Roll perception to see if you did, because you said you were hiding, right?
Well, I was over there helping him with the back over there with him again.
Yeah.
17.
Roll perception.
Yeah,
you
but
would've
I
said
ran
you saw
off.
it.
I ran off to the water because I thought something was going on with the boat too. So I don't know how many
Polar
feet away
opposites.
that was.
I mean, because
It's a 2 and a nat 20 for each of them to throw.
so I hit a 17 on that. Was I able to see him get?
You would
Yeah.
see him take the rock and kind of fall down, like, oh, what the fuck? Get up, looking at the
And we're not
brush and
in-
foliage.
We're not in combat or anything like that, then, right? Or are we? Because I mean, we can't see what the hell's
No,
hit us. Or
not
whatever.
yet.
So
I'll
I could,
look
I
at
could,
him
I
and-
could, I could technically heal him if I wanted to, right?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna look at him and I'm gonna be like, Phil, Dave, what the hell is that?
I don't know. I seen that come over, man. Come back over here. Come back over here. We'll check it
Well,
out. here in a
I
minute.
don't want to get hit again.
Well, all right, then fine. I'll just walk over to him and I'll
As soon as
hit
he
cure
says that, I'm
wounds.
gonna pop off another arrow towards
And
the
I'll hit
rustling.
cure
Okay,
wounds on him.
Xander does an 11 hit.
For me, no,
Yeah. Okay.
no.
You would probably
look.
hear it fly by your head and splash in the water.
I'm gonna hit cure wounds on him as soon as the shit rolls. Shit, that sucks. So it's just 3. So you get 3.
Okay.
With
Half
Erdan
back.
being right next
Sorry.
to the foliage, would he hear the rustling and stuff?
Yeah, you would probably hear like the rocks whistling out towards the people awake walking.
We can't see him.
So
Did I?
this is a DM question. and also a Henry question, to be honest. So can you send a zombie to investigate, or can they just not communicate back?
They understand the language. I just go by what the zombie card says. They understand the language they spoke when they were alive, but they can't speak it. And as far as commands, it's just basic, like one word, like maybe look. If it finds something, you can say grab. But I don't know. I think it would just try and eat it if it did find it.
I think we said in Eldrimba that they can't actually communicate.
Right. I think it's just they
it's kinda
listen
just,
to your orders. Okay. I
How
guess
come that
hearing
is
it,
not working.
Erdan would stand up again. Right, God damn it! I just want to rest, and walk towards the sound, and have the Fluby follow.
And did I popped off an arrow? Do you want me to roll that?
Yeah.
And
Let's
you
say
said
with
I could see what
disadvantage
direction
since
it
I
came
can't
from,
see
right?
it. With
You said I
disadvantage,
could.
that's a. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
With disadvantage, that's a 7 and 3 for 10 to hit.
That does not hit anything.
Now, when it hit the water next to us, you said I could see pretty much make out what direction it came from. Then
You heard it fly past your head and saw it hit the water, so you could trace the arc back, and you'd see the foliage and probably
So,
now see
okay.
Erdan getting up and walking into the jungle with his Fluby.
Do you want me to
Okay,
roll
so
perception
I'm
for
gonna let
this?
Froll know about
Yes,
the direction.
please.
I'm gonna let Froll know about the direction that it came from and where it was. It's kind of. Is Erdan even anywhere close to where it came out of? Since I'm
Say as
tracing the arc back.
Erdan gets over towards the foliage, I'm going to yell to him to try and draw him out here to the beach.
Erdan rolled an 18.
Yes, Erdan is an 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see a kobold in the bush spinning his sling, getting ready to throw another rock, and he kind of screams in that kobold dragon and takes off running. You hear a few other screams from in the bushes. This one screams and takes off.
Awesome. I am going to have my Fluby grab him and drag him back to the beach.
Okay, we'll do opposing strength checks.
Okay.
Kobold got an 8. It has a -2.
The zombie rolled a 7. It's a +1, so 8.
Whose dex is better?
-2.
+2 for
Negative
the kobold.
2?
So
Yeah. Zombies
Oh
are
my
not
God.
coordinated.
the kobold is going to take an opportunity attack with its dagger as it tries to escape. Does a 22 hit?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Wait, hit me or the zombie?
Against the zombie.
Yes.
As she tries to grab it, he's going to stab it so it lets him go and runs off. So that would be 3 damage to your Fluky.
Erdan's going to get pissed and cast Sacred Flame at it. Dexterity save
does
of
that
15.
Start a fire?
No, it does not. Sacred Flame is radiant damage.
It's a magical.
You said 15?
Yep. Dex.
Yeah, that hits.
No, a Dex save of 15. Sorry.
13. They miss. Kobold misses. He's
As
terrified.
Erdan's
This giant
attacking
duck
these
is trying to
things
fuck
and-
him up. This thing's flying. He's
As
not having a
Erdan's
good
attacking
day.
these things and kind of lighting everything up, I can see it now, right?
You can see the flash of light from his eternal flame or whatever it is
I'm
going
gonna
off
shoot.
in the woods.
Let's
You can
just
also
walk
see the
up there.
that he cast on a rock and threw in there, dancing through the shadows of the foliage and trees.
I'm gonna shoot right.
No,
like,
let's get
just-
closer, bro.
Right where you just saw that explosion go off.
Yeah.
That's 14 damage.
Yeah, it's dead.
As it's lit up around me, do I see the others now?
Roll perception.
Well, that sucked. 9.
The light is too fast, so you
Yeah,
can't see
that makes sense.
distinguish between the shadows and the bush. You can hear them, but you can't see where they're at.
Um,
I'm gonna yell at him and be like, Erdan, scoot back. Try and draw them out here.
they like to hide.
Yeah, I know. That's why I want them out here.
Erdan
Shit
does
through these
a
trees.
13 hit.
Nope.
You hear another rock whiz past your head.
I'm gonna shoot an Eldritch Blast toward that area.
Okay. Roll your attack with disadvantage since you're not 100% sure where it came from and you can't see them.
A 7. And then a... Oh, second one's not bad.
That's messed up. I got messed up stuff. On
14?
mine. I didn't-
For the second bolt?
The 14 hits, the 7 misses.
Okay. 5 points of force damage to it.
Yeah, you hear that same kind of gasp of the air coming out of their lungs and then the gargling and a collapse of a small corpse.
Bro, I'm kind of getting pissed off at this point, so I'm just gonna go marching up to where they're at.
Yeah, I'm trying to go up there closer as well. Figure out.
All
what
I
the
want
hell
to do is
going
bury my
Leaving
fucking.
Broth all tied up and gagged.
All I
in a
want to
hole.
do is bury my friend in a hole, and these little fuckers won't leave us alone. Keep throwing rocks and shit. Damn children.
on. Not a gnome this time.
7 misses, everyone.
Yeah.
It's an 11 miss, everyone.
Yep.
Yeah.
15. We'll say
15 just hits.
okay, you get the 15 and 18.
Hits.
Both miss me.
Xander, you
Your
take
AC's higher than 18.
3
Jesus.
bludgeoning damage,
Damn.
and Froll, you take 5. As you get hit in the, we'll say, chest, stomach area with another rock.
Damn. So does that,
Yeah.
since we're facing it, can we see where it came from exactly, or what?
You can't make out them in the bushes because they live here. They're basically on their home turf, so they're camouflaged. They have line of sight, and they're just winging rocks at you. You can hear them like calling and their tribal sounds between each other, but finding them, you'll actually have to go into the bush.
I am going
Or-
to cast light on myself.
Does that end your other one? Or is your rock that you threw and they're still lit up?
It's still lit up for an hour. So I can do both.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna color myself red though. Just to differentiate the other color. And I'm like, I'm red, don't hit me.
Malurim and Bruce, roll perception to see if you hear the thuds and blasting and Erdan starting to light up. Broth, I don't know. I'm sorry. You're not tied up.
I'm stuck in a
Paralyzed
fucking
and
hole
stuck.
with my mouth gagged. And anytime I want to do something, it's.
I feel so sad.
And are you still here?
bro, as I hear him moaning, I'm just sitting there like, fucking worthless.
Shannon, would you like to roll perception to see if you wake up?
Yeah.
Let's say you were on the ship sleeping in some quarters like Ferrol was, since you weren't here last week.
That's a 21.
Yeah, you definitely hear some blasts and explosions and probably some shouting now. For old fuck.
Uh,
He keeps getting hit with rocks. Malurum and
Um,
Bruce.
Malurum got a 2. Bruce got a 7.
They
Yeah,
still
you
sleep.
guys sleep right through it. Bruce kind of rolls over and grabs you and squeezes you in a little closer. My liege.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
So I think what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna go up onto the deck and kind of see if I
Okay.
can see where everybody went.
You roll, well, through perception, you'd see a white light that's stationary and a red light kind of tromping its way into the bush.
We're still good?
See
Can you
it
hear me?
lighting up some trees around it. You'd see their big silhouette, a little bit of the beach, probably Froll, and someone else running in towards the tree line where the red light is.
How many feet away would you say this all is right now?
Probably 40. It's not much of a beach, but there's beach before the dense jungle.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast daylight. And I can cast that out to 60 feet. So a 60-foot radius sphere of light spreads out from a point you choose within range. The sphere is bright light and sheds dim light for an additional 60 feet.
Okay.
So I'm going to
Go
cast
ahead.
that right about where I see the red light.
God, it's gonna blind me.
And that just makes it daylight outside, right? In that area.
Yeah.
Are
So
you
it'd
sure?
be bright
Yeah.
light in that area, and then 60 feet out would be dim light.
Does it have any damage?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna be thinking of something else. There's a spell that's like that, but it causes damage too.
Yeah, I think I know which one. I think Malak has that spell.
Froll, Xander, and Erdan as it lights up and it's basically daytime now. Roll perception checks. It's Froll and Xander, you run into the bush, and Erdan, you're already in there.
Erdan trips and face plants and goes into resting duck with a natural 1.
14.
What
Yeah.
the fuck? It's a 13 on mine.
Hey, you guys see more of these kobolds with the white paint and the feathers and spears, and as the light is basically on now, they all scream together and start to run back into the jungle.
With my oath bow, I'm gonna pop off as many as I can.
How fast can you shoot that?
I
Once
would
every 6 seconds.
imagine being an elf.
I'm not gonna let you go Legolas fast.
It's. I
just
mean,
lost
D&D rules
everything.
once every
Fuck.
6 seconds.
Is it?
Okay.
Just because it's 6 seconds per round, you can shoot.
But I'm an
So you
elf.
could probably take 3 shots, and
Haven't
if
you
they hit,
seen the
you'll get them.
movies?
If you miss, the arrows just go.
Did Mouse get out?
So roll 3 attacks with your bow.
Okay.
Pew pew pew.
First is 5. Second is 7. Third is 22.
The last one hits.
And that is 6 plus 3 for 9 damage.
It drops it. The kobold dies.
I'm gonna run up kind of as fast as the last arrow was shot. I'm gonna kind of hold the bow down, and sprint up to where that thing's at. I want to look it over for any kind of markings or any kind of equipment.
As you get up there and see it, roll investigation. Go ahead,
Wait,
Xander.
I'm gonna need a couple minutes here, guys. Sorry. I'm
Okay.
gonna need a couple minutes here,
worries.
guys. Sorry.
Erdan
back.
getting up from his tripping, he's gonna be like, fuck this, and go back to the beach and go to the hole because Erdan feels like this is all like a setup and they may try to go after Broth. So he's gonna try to protect Broth. And his Fluby's going to be on the other side of
So
the
you
grave.
probably have to double dash back there.
That's fine. Yeah, use my whole action and everything. And then the Fluby's just going
Control
to follow behind.
That was a 17 straight on investigation.
As you run up, you see probably 20 of them running back into the jungle. And you see the one that you killed. It has a loincloth on. It has a small dagger and a sling. Pouch full of rocks on its hip.
He's got a small dagger.
I'm gonna take the small dagger and his rocks, both of them.
All right. Are you taking the sling or just the dagger?
No, I've got my bow, so I don't really feel much use for a sling. Let me just take the small dagger.
Okay.
You want me to label that as a regular dagger, or you want me to make a custom item for
just
that?
Put a dagger in your inventory.
Okay.
Should be the same. And a
Okay.
pouch full of rocks. I'll say you have 13 rocks in there. They're just pebble-sized throwable stones.
Okay. So I'm gonna make a Bjork rock pouch.
Okay.
I will be able to
Erdan, roll perception as you get back to the hole, or as you are running up, getting back to the hole that Broth is in.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
8.
You think everything's okay?
Just gonna be keeping an eye out. Kind of, I'm gonna have the zombie just flying around the hole, just kind of making a perimeter, and then I'm going to be just standing guard, facing toward the forest, or I'm sorry, the jungle, and just trying to keep an eye out all around. He's also going to yell for Maluram.
You're lighting up the area bright red, aren't you?
Yep,
Now?
20 feet.
Okay.
I'm going to
And
yell
the
for
daylight
Maluram
was
and Bruce.
60 feet of bright light and 20 feet of dim light.
I think it's 60 feet of bright, 60 feet of dim.
Oh, then the whole beach is probably basically lit up.
I'm going to be like, Maluram, Bruce, it's daytime, wake up.
What? When did it be? Was it daytime already?
Yes. Isn't it
All right.
bright out?
That's true. All right. What are we doing? What's going on?
Well, long story. Some little munchkin kobolds came out. Some of the crews in the jungle. And he looks down at Broth and like, worthless
Whoa.
worm is in the hole.
What the hell?
Long story.
Okay.
Oh, we found a landfill.
You found? Huh? What?
There is a landfill here.
Okay. Well, let's go to the others.
I am going to protect Broth. You go find the others. They need
right.
you.
All right.
I'm back. My liege, where should I go? With you or with the noble steed?
You can follow me.
Yes, my liege. He kind of looks at you and winks, Erdan. I'll be back for you, Steve.
A duck, if a duck could kiss, he would, and go.
He just kind of clicks his feet.
Yeah.
The hell did this go?
Click, click.
Quack, quack.
My
Frol,
liege, do you think the duck likes?
I think Erdan's taking a liking to you. Yes.
Can I roll perception to see if I hear this as they're walking away?
Yes. Yes.
Sweet. Nope, that's a natural one again.
You don't hear shit.
I'm
Right.
flustered because he winked at me. I'm like, oh my, what's this mean?
Oh, little feather.
Erdan is very confused about everything right now.
And you definitely don't hear Broth's attempts at crying in the hole.
Nope, not even close. I mean, I rolled like a 9 and a 1, so no.
like the saddest, most pathetic whimperings and cries ever, but no one can hear him.
Yeah.
Hey, I can say for the first half of the episode, Froll's been very successful at keeping Broth from hurting himself.
It's true.
Fuck you! I'm stuck in a hole and I can't move. Yes.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
You
Fuck
did
you,
this to
Froll.
yourself.
Fuck you.
Holy shit.
Yeah, Froll, I'm making my way
Okay,
back
let me see
over
if
to
I can
where
get all
Broth
this
is.
shit restarted.
I'm gonna walk up to Erdan. I'm gonna say, Erdan, why don't you finish charging your hole or whatever the fuck it is you do? I'll keep an eye on Broth.
The coast is clear. You should get some sleep too. I looked.
I'm gonna be like, Malyarim, Malyarim,
Yes, sir.
can
Malyarim-
you and
Malyarim went into the jungle looking for you guys as you walk out.
I assumed we would have passed each other.
Hold on. Let me
Yeah,
roll.
you probably would have.
Should I roll for that?
Bruce would. Yeah. Say both of you roll a d20, and if you are both on the same side of 10, then you run into each other. If you're on opposite sides of 10, you don't.
How do I get a really high roll when it really doesn't matter to be a high roll? I could have rolled a 2 and been fine. It's a 17.
16 and 18.
Woohoo!
Yeah, you guys run into each other. Oh, yes, Captain.
Froll!
Did you
Captain!
find it?
Captain Froll.
Did you find it? Did you kill it? What is it,
Oh,
Captain?
piece of shit. There we go.
See, like,
Now I can see you guys.
there's at least a good handful to 20 in the woods, and they must be fearful of light. It seems just as soon as the sun started rising, they all took off back into the forest. So I believe we should be fine until evening sets.
Good.
I don't know what the fuck is going on here.
Roger that, sir. How can we help? Do we need to get Broth out of that hole?
So yeah, we probably should get him out.
Probably bad for him to be in there. I mean,
He's been in there all night. I meant to play a trick, but now he's just been sitting at the bottom of a 6-foot hole, fairly cramped up.
Poor guy.
I'm gonna look down in the hole and be like, Broth, you comfortable down there?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. But I'm gonna look at him like dead staring because he put me in this fucking hole.
He doesn't look happy.
Erdan's gonna pull out a leather-bound bundle of papers, and he is going to attempt to draw the beach with the giant hole and Broth in the bottom.
roll performance.
Broth's eyes starting to twitch, being stuck in this hole.
Performance is a +1, which is pretty good. So 19 plus 1.
Yeah, you're getting pretty good at drawing these pictures, and this is a fairly good description of it.
And I'm also going to draw a pile of trash next to it and write landfill.
That's great.
All right, how are you guys gonna go about getting Broth out of this hole? Broth has use of his head and his chest and stomach, so he's like,
I believe I'm going to let Malyarim and Bruce and Erdan take a crack at getting him.
Okay.
When Erdan told me to get a little rest, I'm going to start meditating.
okay.
Erdan can definitely not lift this guy out of this hole.
I'm still going to sit here next to
Oh,
these
well,
guys.
actually, so I have a lift weight of 480. So could I technically...
Figure if the 3 or 4 of you are working together that you guys will be able to get him out. It's just trying to figure out how you're going to get a rope around him or how
Got you.
somebody's going to get down there to lift him out.
Does anyone have rope?
Just a second. Let me look.
as he says that, Frol's gonna open one eye and pull out my silk rope and just toss it in the sand in front of me and close my eye again.
Anyone?
Apparently something went wrong when I made this character, so we'll have to deal with that after a session, but I can't tell if I got rope or anything. So
Okay, well, you guys would see Troll drop his rope.
The hole's only what, 5 feet? I think you said, roughly.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably a stop sign with hole 5 feet down and meant to stand froth up in, so his head was just sticking out of the sand.
So I definitely couldn't fit down there.
Yeah, it just backfired. His legs like buckled as I tossed him in, so he's about 3 feet down.
Who
So
is
you
the
have to get a rope underneath his armpits, and then you guys will have to pull him up out of the hole
who is the
onto
smallest?
the beach.
Send Bruce down there.
Yes, my liege. He kneels, puts his sword in front of him.
I
as
feel like
noble as ever.
maybe just your top half, pull the rope around him, and we can drag him out.
Mhm.
Okay, for
Yes, my liege.
both of them to get stuck,
Temple
and then
Steed.
it'd be too wide for them to actually get out of the fucking hole. So I'm trying to think ahead.
I think Broth would be okay with it.
Yeah, I'm sure he would.
Frol,
I don't think
Frol's,
he has a choice. He really can't say nothing about it.
Frol's just grinning in his meditation.
He's just enjoying this.
I get Frol throws him in the goddamn hole and then meditates. That's great.
That
I
sounds
was
like
going to
Frol.
leave him here for a couple weeks, but
Fucking
You're
Frol.
excited in this campaign.
So does he need to roll anything? Does Bruce need to roll anything for?
I'd say he needs to roll a strength to move Broth enough to get the rope around him, and then a performance for tying the knots.
Yep,
Or
I'm on the
looping
right.
it and making sure it's going to lift him.
I'm on the right.
Would it
screen.
be
Okay.
survival or would it be performance for knots?
Survival or performance, whichever one. Let Nate decide.
Okay, so which one first?
Strength
survival.
first.
Okay, strength first. All right. Damn. Where'd it go? The fuck did it go? Oh, there. Okay, 12.
It went left and then right.
Broth is pretty tired of being down in this hole. His dry gagging heat, but manages to help out enough that Bruce can get the rope around him. Now roll your survival or performance for tying the knots.
Okay. 14.
Yeah, he thinks they're tied well enough that it'll be able to lift him out.
All right. Got this. All right, you got this. Broth, hold on. Get you out. All right, so we're gonna grab this rope.
Everybody roll
Do what?
strength. Everybody roll strength. That is helping pull him out.
Erdan's gonna be like,
Erdan.
I'll help, I guess.
Erdan's gonna be like, too bad no one has
Yeah,
levitate.
That's funny. I got 19.
Strength, you said?
Yes.
Why does it want to fucking do?
15 for Erdan.
18 for Malurim.
19
I
for
would think
me.
that's probably plenty. That's 3 people with 15 plus for strength. You guys pull Broth up and out of the hole, and he is just now laying on the beach again.
You didn't give me a
And choking
gag
on
off of
the
him.
sock or shirt, whatever's in his
I
mouth.
feel like sand would be in my gills too.
Frol, I'm gonna stand back up. I'm just gonna count this as a short rest, since it hasn't been long enough to take a long
Well, short rest is at least an hour.
Is it?
Yeah.
Never mind. Guess I'm sitting down.
All right. So you said you're ungagging Broth. Now you're in.
Yes. Going to.
Out of character. Can anyone fucking heal me yet?
What?
Shit
What?
Sucks. Can anyone heal me yet? That
No,
shit
there's not been a long rest. Yep.
This is just as bad as being fucking grappled.
Next time you're going.
Don't forget your tired.
WWBD.
So wait. What the hell is Chris's name again?
Broth.
Broth.
Oh.
Broth is not feeling real well. Is that what I'm hearing?
He is cursed. Twice.
Oh, wait a minute. He's cursed? I
Yeah.
can take care of that.
Well, where the fuck have you been?
Right? I can't
No.
take care of that.
Just standing here
Sleeping.
watching you guys act
Pretty
like
much.
fools.
Like,
As,
by the
I
way,
as
casted
Shannon
that
talks, Froll in his
I-
meditation just kind of like jerks a little bit, like,
Where the
fuck was that?
Did he come from?
fuck he come
Casted
from?
very- I'm sitting there and I'm kind of thinking for a second, and I say out loud, I was like, well, I casted the light for you guys, and then I fell back asleep, and then I heard you guys fucking around some more. And then I got up and was like, all right, I heard the word curse, and I know how to handle those.
He has two
Shannon's just been
curses.
standing behind me the whole time, watching them struggle pulling Broth out of this
Pretty
hole.
much.
Dude, I'm quiet until I got it.
What are you gonna do to help Broth out?
I'm gonna cast remove curse.
Do you have enough to remove 2, or are you just removing 1?
Oh, I have enough to do 2.
Oh, thank fucking God.
Hey, you
Well,
can't
good to
fucking
y'all.
talk yet.
But
So they
What are
ungagged him, but he
I
just
got-
yawns like mid-sentence. It's
Yeah.
like he's
I'm-
tired of
God
everything.
damn it.
said-
I'm
He
an
said-
inquisitive type. I got to know what these curses are.
Fuck you, Froll.
He said,
You would know that 1 took away the use of his arms and legs,
Okay.
and 1 makes him yawn just all the time. He's tired. He doesn't care. It's like he's bored with everything. Just yawns mid-sentence.
So, Shannon's mildly just interested. Like, I get the gist of the curse, but I don't understand what makes him function. So I'm first just gonna cast remove curse as for him being able to just be yawning all the time, so he can talk normally. But I got to throw out there, I'm not removing the one of the use of the arms and legs quite yet.
Okay.
So he's removing that just the annoying one, not the the useful one.
I want to look at
So you
Shannon.
don't have to yawn anymore, and you can still talk, but you can't use your arms or legs.
So Shannon, I'm walking up to him. I'm like, all right. So now I'm curious. So he can't use them. So I'm gonna pull out a long metal instrument that I carry in my backpack. It's just a thin metal little
stab. I will
poking thing.
stab you. I
Like
will
one of those
fucking
antennas
gut
you used to
you.
be able to get and poke things with.
I will gut you. You come near me with that sharp fucking object, Shannon. I appreciate
lose
you
him?
taking away the yawning, but no.
Oh,
Would
the-
you have asked Broth how he got the curses?
You guys
during
hear me
this?
now?
Yeah, we can hear you
Yes.
now.
Gag him
I
again.
totally just lost my internet for a second.
Froll, gag him
Uh,
again.
Froll, at this point in my meditation, I'm fucking cheesing ear to ear.
So
He's just enjoying this too much.
I got to start like, I'm not a doctor, but for the sake of this, I think I'm a doctor and think I understand anatomy pretty well. And I'm going to start poking him in random different places, like on the arms and shit, and being like, can you feel this?
Fuck you, Shannon.
Yes, he can feel it. He just can't use them.
So Shannon's just,
Does this hurt?
I'm fucking,
Does this hurt?
I'm
Does this hurt?
overjoyed just to know that he can feel this. And I'm writing down as I'm doing this and I'm going around. I poke his eyeball a couple times and I'm like,
Would you ask him how he got these curses?
Dude,
He can dodge
Yeah.
the eyeball one. He can move his head.
I'm going to too. I'm gonna be like, what the
oh, I'm not,
fuck
I'm
are
not poking
you
him with the metal rod.
doing?
I'm literally at this point just hovering over his face, poking him, trying to like learn more about him since I have the opportunity
Look,
to.
Broth, you're gonna have to stay still for this, man. He knows what he's doing. You're gonna have to let him.
Bro,
Fuck
I'm gonna
off,
pop
you! I
out.
don't know you. That's
Bro, I'm
Hey,
gonna
hey,
pop out.
not
hey,
my
hey,
daddy.
hey.
Xander,
I didn't help him put you in a
Xander,
hole.
roll insight to see if you believe that Shannon is a doctor.
And let him a dude.
As he's
17.
rolling,
Yeah,
Troll's gonna
you
yell
think
out.
Shannon is a doctor, so you're like, let the doctor do his work.
Just let him work on you, man. He knows what he's doing. I mean, look,
Rough.
obviously he's got the instruments, man.
And who the fuck are you, George?
That's
You're-
landfill.
I'm Dave. So anyway,
Okay,
he's
Urkel.
got all the instruments. Wait, stop it. He's
So
got all the instruments.
Yeah,
Pretty-
I don't give a shit. Cure the arm thing, please. I am tired of being a noodle.
As
Pretty-
he says that, I'm gonna be like, Shannon,
Noodle.
Shannon, I believe this requires a rectal exam. Can someone roll him on his stomach?
I'm gonna fucking burn the ship down when everyone's
you should-
sleeping if someone rolls me over and does that.
You're gonna have to let him.
Shannon
have to let him-
pauses for a second, looks down at Brock, gets a real sly smile, and is like, I might have an idea that might make this just a little more interesting. I'm going to cast Fly on him. So now he can fly. He can control his movement, but he can't move his arms and legs. They're just kind of flopping around.
Yeah, they
Do
just
I
fly.
get to like telepathically? Hold on, I have a serious question about this real quick. Let me ask it. I have a serious question.
Go
Let
for
me
it.
ask this because this might change things.
Oh, I can't fucking breathe.
Now,
Oh,
the
dude,
way
you
Shannon
have
just
rough
said that,
arms and legs, but you're flying around with your torso. You're like,
so
put
I
them in
can,
that,
I can make myself go places with my torso.
So hold on. Let me explain to you what Fly does as a red in this.
Please, please.
So I touch a willing creature and the target gains a flying speed of 60 feet for the duration. When the spell ends, the target falls as if it is still aloft, unless if it can stop the fall.
I
So-
immediately fly into fucking troll who's fucking just sitting there. I immediately fly to him full fucking fly
I'm
speed.
letting you know you have
60
about
feet.
10 minutes to fly around. I don't suggest going very high. Like Shannon's just giving you this long list, like what they do in those pill commercials.
And
Oh,
Broth
I
isn't
heard
even listening. He's like, nope, gone.
I heard 60
function.
feet. I
just
heard
so you
60
know.
feet. I'm immediately going after fucking Furl. 60 full fucking movement of 60 feet. I want to ram my skull straight into his back or where, however I'm looking at him. I want to
All right.
fucking hit him.
As he said that, perfect.
You
time
don't
for
know
a
it's
break.
coming.
It is perfect time for a break. So we will come back
He's still
to
not gonna get
Broth fly tackling Froll. So stay
with only
tuned.
his body.
Yeah.
it.
I'm picturing Broth like that. It was the same animation style as Invader Zim, but it was years after it. It had a really tall mom, and they had like yellow skin. It was in a scary world. I can't think of the name of them. It was a cartoon. It was pretty good.
Are you talking that one where they're living in the polluted area?
Yes.
I know the one you're talking about. Yes, and you're talking about the creepy kid that has no arms or legs but hops around everywhere.
Yes, he's
Mhm.
just a body
Mhm.
that hops around.
Mhm.
Perfect.
Mhm.
Well, with that, we'll be back in about
Oh,
15
God.
minutes. Stay tuned. And we are back from outer space.
Broth, roll an unarmed strike against Kroll.
Dirty 20.
My favorite thing about that sentence is like he can't use his arm, so it's literally an unarmed strike.
Okay, so here's one last question. It's 60 feet of fly, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So
Okay,
you have
I want to
full
go.
speed pretty much at him, but it's
Yeah.
an unarmed strike.
Yeah, but I'm knocking the shit out of him.
If you miss, you just kind of bounce off of him and hit the ground. If you hit him, then you'll tackle him. So roll an unarmed strike.
It came out to a dirty 20.
Roll does a 20 hit.
That's a yes.
Yeah.
All right, roll damage. Or what's your damage?
3.
And
Feel like it should be a little bit more though, because he's meditating and the full 60 feet of fly.
but in my meditation, I know everything that's going on around me.
Fuck
Yeah,
you.
so it's like, oh, this is gonna hurt.
As he hits me, just to be like a major fuck you, I'm gonna keep my same meditation position, but just fall on my back. So now my legs are like still crossed up in the
But you're
air.
laying down.
Yeah.
And not jelly.
All right.
Still
Broth, I
with a-
feel like you probably have some things to say to Froll about gagging you and putting you in a hole.
You just wait till I get my arm movement back, you son of a bitch. I promise you. You fucking
You should
dig
probably
a
try
hole.
and slap him if you like spun your torso fast enough.
Could I?
I mean, your arm would technically go with your body.
All right, let's try this. Do you want me to roll 2 20s or one for
I
both?
want you to roll an unarmed strike with disadvantage.
Damn it.
And I'm just because I'm gonna be rolling to just like
Sorry.
no,
Yeah, that's an 8.
no.
Yeah, you slap the ground. You can't control your lifeless limbs yet. You're just spinning your torso, and it.
I picture him
How about a
directly
headbutt?
above me, so his hands are like smacking the sand on both sides of my head.
I want to headbutt him.
I'm just throwing out here real quick. So with him flying around and everything and not being able to move his arms, I think I'm gonna do one last little bit here.
Not before I headbutt Froll.
Let's
Maybe
let's
he
see what
spoke.
he's gonna do here.
Well, no, you spoke the headbutt first. I'll give you that.
I did.
Yeah, so
He
I'm doing
already
this right after
tackled
he hits
you and
Froll.
tried to hit you again.
All right, I'll
We'll
wait.
give shit.
I'll wait. Yep.
Well, I was gonna say
come back to the headbutt.
Go ahead, Shannon.
I'm gonna cast invisibility on fucking Broth.
Damn it.
As he tries to slap you, Froll, you watch him just disappear. And you hear a thud next to you
So-
as he misses a hit, but his arm slaps into the sand.
Question: with Broth being invisible and flying, he wouldn't know where his arms were at any point, right?
Nope.
Right.
Good to know.
I like how everyone's treating this like I'm a fucking ragdoll at the moment.
I mean, you pretty much are.
Yeah, I mean, basically you are. You're like a rock hard wet noodle.
Dude, you're
have
like
no
All
power
right.
here.
Yeah, you're like just not quite a person right now.
Oh god.
You're a voice. You're a floating voice that can body on people.
Oh god.
Oh, damn, I'm thinking of another character I had. I thought I had C invisibility because I was going to really mess with him.
Through all of them trying to hook this rope and pull him out and him flying around for a few minutes,
Is
it
the rope
hasn't
still
been
attached?
Probably.
Yeah, so
They
we
didn't
just see
take
a
it
floating
off.
rope.
We didn't take it off.
Bruce is probably still holding it.
He's just like,
He hasn't been told to put it down yet. Don't get back here. Sir, he disappeared.
where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Where has he gone?
How many minutes do you think it's been since I said
Probably 5 or 6.
that? Oh fuck.
All right,
It
can
really
I ask
hasn't been
Shannon to
long.
fix me?
I honestly can't, man. I'm tapped.
Before let's see, before he flies off, I'm gonna, without opening my eyes, I'm gonna be like, hey bruh, be super fucking cool if you flew up about 500 feet.
He's trying to get you to do a forever.
I'm so pissed
drop.
off of you, Pearl. I don't hear anything.
Shannon,
That
very.
is a 17 plus 7 on deception.
Nope.
Yeah, roll insight, and you have to beat a 24.
What's he
It's
lying
pretty
about?
vulnerable when you're upset about it being really cool if Froth flew up to 500
Oh.
feet in the
There,
air.
I'll let you know this now. There's no possible way for that.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't think he has a
Pending your
roll for
roll,
that. I
you're
think he decides
deeply
himself
con-
what that number would be.
with you rolling, he has to try and counter.
Yeah, that's not fucking happening.
What did you roll? Are
An
you
8.
deeply considering? Yeah, you're deeply considering flying up to 500 feet because you're pretty upset. Say it sparked an idea in your head that maybe you should just hide somewhere for a minute and try and get yourself together.
Also,
Can you
Shannon
pull
did tell
Bruce
him
with
not to
you?
fly high.
Yeah.
That's true.
I fly over the sea.
And Shannon would definitely know what she is talking about.
But here's the thing. Wait, didn't he use the 60 feet of flying trying to roll in the throw?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
but if
true.
he did-
You said he's
Nah,
only got
so-
60 feet of flight, correct?
Yeah.
That's all he can
So-
do at once every 6 seconds, and it's been more than 6 seconds. So
Yeah, the spell lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay. Okay. I
So-
thought
he's
I thought
probably
when
got
Erdan
3
brought that up,
minutes
he was
left.
saying in total flight only had 60 feet.
No.
Okay.
So before he flies off, I'm gonna kind of look at this end of this flying rope and be like, "Hey, come down here real quick before you leave. I'll at least fix you."
Fly down to Shannon.
I'm casting my last spell slot and using the remove curse.
You can now use your arms and legs again.
It would be pretty bad for him to fly off and not be able to use his arms and legs.
But you are still invisible, so
I take the rope off so no one can see me, and I fly myself towards the ship because no one knows where I'm going.
That's true. He could have stayed there, like, okay, I'm up here. like
Yeah,
super soft,
silent
make it sound like you're super high.
this is true.
As he starts to fly off, Frol, I'm gonna come out of my trance and I'm gonna stand up. I'm just gonna yell out, "Broth, come here!"
You can't see me. I'm still invisible.
I can still yell.
Yeah, that's true.
Just so you know, the only ways out of that is if you attack or cast a spell,
Oh.
or alternatively, you could wait an hour.
On flight?
No, for invisibility, the flight's
Oh,
for 10 minutes.
then he would have, like,
that
mid-
would have already gone away.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
I attacked.
No,
Frol.
he's not invisible anymore then. Yeah, because he definitely attacked you.
I think it works about the same as hide.
Well, no.
Have-
Didn't he attack before he got invisible though? He hit Froll beforehand, right? And
Yeah,
then
I
he
turned
was
him invisible
Oh,
left
yeah.
invisibility
That's right.
to him.
He tackled
So
Froll
he's
and then
invisible. He
became
hasn't
invisible.
attacked afterwards.
But he tried to attack. He tried to slap him again.
That's true.
Yeah.
And
He
it
rolled a
missed.
second attack.
So he would definitely not be invisible anymore. I didn't know that. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Neither did I.
So
I thought I
that's
was
my
still
fault.
too. I thought I was still too. So, two
We
birds
can
with
see you
one
flying towards the ship. to.
I
the
just
deck.
start flipping Froll off. Tell him, "Fuck you. You can talk to me back at the ship." Walk
Erdan's
out.
gonna yell out and say, "Good first use of your arms," and he's gonna slow clap. Like there's no
Throw
sound
another
because
one
of
up.
feathers, but
Throw another one up.
Pearl, I'm gonna look at Erdan and be like, Erdan, shut the fuck up. I know you don't understand antagonizing, but
I'm gonna look
You're
over at Froll and
antagonizing.
be like, "But that was really cool."
that was a pretty cool use of his hands, but not to
He
flip
used
off
his
the
arms.
fucking captain.
I'm gonna be
And
like,
I'm just gonna
Broth. He thinks it's cool too.
start stomping down through the beach towards the water to swim back to the ship.
He's coming to congratulate you.
Like,
If
Erdan, shut
everyone
up!
else would like to get back to the rest and take some turns on watching or whatever, or no, they don't have to because you only need 4 hours, right, Erdan?
I need 6.
He needs 6, and Malyarim only got.
Xander, what do you need for a rest?
Xander.
Being an elf, and I would assume 4.
Oh yeah, if he's an elf.
Oh yeah. No.
Would we know from seeing Xander for a little while now what kind of elf he is?
He hasn't cast any spells.
Yeah, but I'm judging off. Skin
Well, yeah, I
tone.
have.
Oh, race-wise. I
Mhm.
see.
Yeah, I would think so. What kind of elf are you, Xander?
Well, I didn't actually mean to hit high elf, but I did. So high elf.
That's what you are.
Yeah, he's
Been a lot cooler if
fancy
you were a
pants, but
sea
he's
elf in a pirate campaign.
famished and
Right.
hungry.
Okay.
Erdan will definitely fly back to the ship. He needs rest tremendously. So he's going to just stay on top of the crow's nest and go into resting duck pose and moonlight his moonhole.
Bruce, Malyarim, are you guys gonna get some rest too?
Yes.
All right, so I say everybody,
Go back
Hello.
to the
except
ship.
Broth and Froll at this
Well-
point, take a
I mean, I don't know. I wasn't invited to the ship.
4
so, I mean,
hours
you
at
know.
least and get a long or a short rest. Broth and Froll, what are you guys doing? Are you chatting for a bit before you take a rest? And
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was going to find him because I've pissed him off quite a bit. I feel like it's time for another quick little sit down.
I'm sitting on the
Broth,
highest
are you-
fucking. I'm sitting on the highest point of the fucking ship with the flight that I had to get back or whatever.
in the poop deck.
So he's with me, and I don't even know
Yeah.
it.
No, I'm sitting. I'm sitting off on the. So you know
No, he's
how
not
it has the
invisible anymore,
cross,
so you see him.
the cross sail. How it has the cross on it. I'm sitting on like the edge of the sail, like
Okay,
right off
on
of
the
it,
mast.
just kind of yeah,
The whole
sitting
bit.
on the mast.
Pearl, do I see that as I'm swimming up?
Roll perception because it'd be up at the top of the ship. Or Dan, you roll perception too because you'd probably see him flying up there.
Ooh,
Nope.
That's a 19 and 3.
And that's a
Yeah,
22.
7.
Erdan, nope, you miss him. You're pretty oblivious.
I'm tired. I need to recharge.
Froll, you're like, oh, there he is, right there on the mast. It's a good spot to go sit by yourself when you don't want to talk to anyone else.
Yeah, as I see that, I'm gonna do my my motion that I did before, where I dive down and then full force sprint up, so that I can hike it out of the water up to the mast.
Okay, roll performance.
We're gonna throw luck on that one. There we go. Performance is a 15 plus 1.
It's not very graceful, but you make it up to the mast by Broth.
Yeah, I picture Froll being a lot like Jack Sparrow, so I don't mean to do it graceful anyway. as I land and catch myself, the whole mass is just kind of rocking back and forth. I'm like, Roth, god damn it, fuck.
Look down and just flip Froll off for a second, like fuck you, dude. You put me
That was
in
a
a
good use of the
hole.
arms.
You
I
put
know
me
you
in a
like to
fucking
make-
hole.
Yeah, well, kind of put me in a hole too, but there, bud. You're supposed to be the co-captain here.
And I
Supposed to be an example for the others, and
well, at the time, it seemed like a good idea.
yeah, well, at the time, everything seems like a good idea, but that left me with gonorrhea in college.
Very much.
I
a
want to
full
make a
thing.
really dirty one to that, but we're just gonna leave it. Dude. Sounds like the farm days to me.
Oh, there it is.
You're like, Roth, I don't need to hear about your sister.
Man, it gives
It was
lamb
cousin,
chops a
get
whole
it right.
nother thought process.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Anyways, to continue along with this,
Still hear the lamb screaming.
Meh.
be like, listen, I wasn't gonna leave you there
Stop it.
for 2 weeks. I was gonna get you back out the next day. Erdan has spells to cure your curses. He just needed a rest to actually cure you. I've thought this all out.
Do I know anything about the kobolds or that?
You probably would have heard it, but
We just didn't tell you.
I'll be like, okay, then what was all that fighting? How about that?
There were some really annoying little fuckers that kept coming out and fucking throwing rocks at me, so we chased them off.
All right, so quick question. When
What?
I was left in the hole by myself, what doesn't say
Uh-huh.
a few of them came and took me?
I was outside
How the
guarding
fuck do you think they'd pick you up? It took
Before
3
that,
people
though,
to get
you were
you out of
in
the
the
hole.
woods, weren't you?
but they were
I
out
don't-
on the beach. As soon as they came in, I basically came out to protect you.
Okay.
It took 3 people to get you out of the fucking hole. How do you think those little fuckers were gonna pick you up? If you
Why was
don't
I
think
ever
that
in the
your
hole?
captain is always 3 steps ahead, then you haven't been on the ship long enough.
Bro, I have been on the ship long enough with you to know. Your mind works very weird. But stop putting me in a fucking hole or a box or a prison.
I don't see it so much as a prison there.
Bro,
I
what are
didn't put a
pirates?
top on it.
What are pirates? We're free.
Free, but we're assholes.
Granted, I will give you that 100%. But
You have to understand, as a captain, I've been taught to take fairly extreme measures to teach my crew right from wrong. I don't want to see you end up paralyzed or dead, which is what explains why I let you get taken by mermaids, and I only halfway buried you alive. I didn't fill it all the
you
way
let me
in.
get taken by a night stalker.
Well, yeah. Well, who's counting?
I am.
Okay. Well, how many times does this have to happen before
Fair
you learn the
enough.
lesson?
Fair enough, Captain. Yeah.
Bruh,
Did I have to keep counting? Fair
Bruh.
enough.
bruh, listen.
I give you I do some dumb shit sometimes. Okay.
Do you know the definition of insanity? It's doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Keep doing dumb shit. Dumb shit keeps happening. So we need to come to a point where we stop doing dumb shit. And as I say this, I'm
roll
gonna.
a history check.
As
You
I say
might or
this,
might
I'm gonna.
not feel like doing some dumb shit right now.
Oh no.
I'm gonna pull out that magical
18.
D6 from my pocket and extend it with my hand. I'm gonna say, "Do you
Nice.
want to roll the die?"
Hold on, let me find the notes so I do it right. Take just a second.
No. Hold
No,
on. Hold on. Hold on. No.
No, you don't. Or
No, I don't. No, I don't want to roll the dice. No.
are you
No.
sure?
I feel like
Hey, you
this
want
is
to
a
roll it?
test.
You want to roll it? You want to roll it? Roll it! Roll it!
Are you
feel
sure?
like-
Because
I
I
feel
can
like
roll
this
it
is-
for you.
I feel like this is a test.
I'm gonna take the die and I'm gonna stick it back in my pocket, and I'm gonna say, "See, you're learning already."
Somebody blipped out. Who went out?
You got one of those cigars on you.
Pull out 2 cigars. I'm gonna say, "You want the left one or the right one?"
Well, the left one, of course. You always go left.
See, that's how you follow your captain. And I'm gonna hand him the cigar, and I'm gonna pull out my little tinderbox real quick and light it for him. And
Oh, hey, wait!
light-
I got a tinder box.
no, I light all my bitches' cigars. I'm gonna light it for him.
Ooh, I'm gonna pull my head back a little bit before you get the chance to light it. I'm gonna be like, "Excuse me."
Mm-mm.
You heard what I said, bitch.
I beg to differ, sir.
All right, I'm just gonna light my own.
Damn it.
I'm gonna pull out my actual tinder box, not the box, and light mine.
I'm gonna say now, are you cooled down? Are you okay?
I have, and I'm gonna pull out the deck of many things and ask Bro if he wants to draw a card.
As he pulls that out, I'm just gonna hop off the thing back into the water.
Can Erdan roll perception to see if he heard
Pussy.
any of that?
Yeah, he can.
Oh
I'll
no!
say I picture you're about like 15 feet
Yeah,
from us.
If that.
that is a 23.
Ooh.
Yeah, you definitely hear him ask him if he would like to draw a card. I feel like you're might be slightly obsessed with this deck because you've seen the power that it has. But you do have your memory back, so you might know what it is. Roll history.
Would he though from losing his memory?
I feel
He got
like
his
the
memory
main
back.
thing.
I got my memory back.
I feel like the main thing he would have from his memory is turning into a duck.
That's a 19.
Yeah, you definitely remember this deck.
Okay. Keeping that in mind, putting that on the back burner for a second. Did I hear their entire conversation?
Yes.
Okay.
With that high of
A 23, you
check,
heard the fucking
definitely.
seagulls that were like 40 feet past us.
right, the ones hiding in the bush trying to do it.
Perfect.
They were fucked. I heard it too.
I hate the fact that you made that a
Ah.
fucking thing.
I found it.
I just
Erdan.
looked at chat.
is going to just keep his mouth shut, but he's going to quickly pull out his journal and make some notes and then put it back.
Okay. Broth, do you want to draw a card? And now that it's in your hand and you've already mentioned to somebody about drawing a card,
No. I tuck it back away in my pocket.
Broth, read what Lord just put in the chat.
what wouldn't Broth do? He definitely wouldn't not draw a card.
We just had this conversation.
I know that's the best part about this.
No, I'm gonna put them back. I rolled high enough. Trust me, I had a certain number in my head, and it was one away from drawing a card. We'll put it that way.
How long does your daylight spell last?
Let me look.
But I do want to go to bed.
I mean, it's daytime now and you guys have been getting your rest in, but Broth and Troll are
Oh, it only lasts like an hour.
Oh, then that's gone. It was dark for a while. You guys slept, and they had their chat, and Roll is
At the end,
probably
at the end of the their conversation, and Froll hops down. Erdan waits for a couple minutes, and then peeks his head up to see if Broth is still handing, or have his hands in the car. Wow, has the deck of cards in his hand. Boys, this is a rough night.
Wow.
Are you looking at it?
That's what I'm trying to see. I'm seeing if you already put it away yet, but I'm gonna let it up, or give it up to the DM to decide.
I think if you waited a couple minutes,
I contemplated for a minute
The
about
coin.
playing one.
yeah, he still has it in his hand.
Erdan is going to just try to be super sneaky and just not move, and just watch where he puts it.
Oh, so now I gotta
Okay,
get
where do you put it, Broth?
that one's in a specific left pocket that I have on, like, you know how some of them have the upper and then you have that like middle torso one.
Like zipper ones?
Yeah, but it's just
Yeah.
it's open, so when you close, it kind of just keeps everything there. It's right there. It's like,
Okay.
Erdan just
Yeah,
sinks
you
back
see him
down.
put it in a left armpit level pocket in his overcoat.
Perfect. Erdan just slinks back down into resting duck and finishes his long rest.
I want to jump off into
Roll,
the,
are you guys? Yeah, go ahead.
I want to jump off
Roll, are
into
you
the
gonna
water.
long rest?
I haven't had enough time in the day to take another long rest since I just had one the night before.
Okay.
And I would imagine the time that I spent meditating before doesn't count since I had my short burst to get back to the ship to meet Broth. So I will meditate for about an hour.
Okay. After you meditate for an hour, you'll be up before them. So why don't you go over and talk to Peggy and see what the damage is on the ship and how long it's going to be?
Yeah. I figure as captain, that's probably going to be the main point, is figuring out how long we're going to be docked at this island. Trying to get out of here before nightfall. So
Peggy lets you know that her engineer has come up from below and told her that the whole mast is ruined and they will have to carve a new one. It'll be 4 days at the least.
Damn.
Or you can walk for 7 days through the jungle and hopefully get back to their hideout. But either way, they have to fix the ship.
I'm
7
gonna let
days
her
of
know.
rough terrain or 4 days of wait for us to fix. And you can look for whatever.
I'm gonna let her know that we have a spare sail that we took from another ship that we capsized, and that her crew has permission to go onto our ship in the holding to get that.
She extends her gratitude as hers burnt up in the lightning strike to their mast, and they would need a new one and rope anyway.
Say, does this save you any time on that 4 days, or?
It saves us getting a sail and rope, so it might put it at 4 days flat. It won't be any more, but we do have to craft the mast and attach it to the ship. It was ruined all the way down below deck.
Would you
pulling it
happen
out,
to have?
putting in?
Yes.
What?
I get you guys need your time. It takes time to hew wood and whatnot. Would you happen to have any spare crew that might be able to build us a temporary shelter and kind of help out? There seems to be quite the kobold presence here. I'd like to have some kind of fortitude. We can wait it out. We don't necessarily need to take this island.
Roll perception to see if you hear her whisper, "Fuck the cannibals."
Oh, that bitch. No, I did not. That's a 6 and 3 for 9.
Landfill, you're next to him, aren't you? No, you're sleeping. Everyone else is sleeping, so if you didn't hear it, then yeah, you didn't hear it.
The only
He
person that
says,
would be
yeah, well-
Erdan if he decided to follow me to her ship.
I did not.
He
I'm
said he
still
was
sleeping.
taking a long rest.
Or taking my
Okay.
long rest, yeah.
Okay.
She says, yeah, we can spare some crew. We'll get some shelters built, get some barriers put up. Take half a day, so make it 4.5 days, and we'll be ready to sail again.
And Pearl's going to say to you, seemed you're fairly quick to know where this island was when your ship caught fire. Do you know anything about this area?
We're about 12 miles from my shop and my hideout, but through the jungle it takes a lot longer. We can't sail, all of us on your boat. We'd have to fix mine or try and tow it home, but towing
So
it
you're
didn't really
saying-
work.
You're saying it would probably be more efficient to fix the ship and sail around.
Yes.
Well, either way, your ship is going to need repaired. We might as well keep your hands working on that instead of chasing us through whatever fever dream we have of going through this jungle.
Heard there's some temples out there, but there's also those kobolds. Might be some gold in them. If you want to waste some time, go look for it.
Yep, boys, we're getting the gold.
All right. Well, that'll be
She's-
when we wake up.
She says that. I'm gonna say, well, let's get those forts built. They don't seem to like the sunlight. Maybe me and my crew can spend the days hunting for these temples and spend the evenings on the beach where we're close to your ship and we can kind of closely monitor each other.
I do let
I'll
you know that sounds like a deal. I can tell you there's rumored to be somewhere in this jungle.
And if you could spare any
kobolds are
guard,
cannibals. If they catch you, they will eat you. So I would try to not be caught.
if you can spare any guard, I can give you claim to 20% of whatever
But, you know,
earnings we
don't
find.
worry, we're watching the boats. You guys go try and find the temple. We'll watch the boat. And
Well, I'm motioning for a couple lads just to follow us on our journey.
Meredith steps up and says, "Would you like me to come with you? I'll protect you."
Bro, I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna smack her on her fairly hard ass.
Yeah, she rolled a 3, so she misses catching your hand, and you connect with her dragonborn ass. Kind of hit the tail, get spiked in the hand a little bit.
Like,
Because,
fuck, that happened last night too. Hit the same spot actually.
she kind of looks. Are you done? You haven't learned your lesson yet?
Yes, ma'am. Shall we go now? The others should be waking in a couple hours.
Yes, I suppose. Not much on trekking through the jungle. I'm not a big fan of being dirty, but I guess we can go.
Well, why would you motion to go on an adventure in the jungle if you're not much for trekking?
I'd do what my captain tells me.
So now I'm your captain.
No, sir, you're not my captain. But Miss Peggy is my captain, and she said I'm going with you into the jungle to look for a lost temple. So let's go find a lost temple.
Froll's blue face turns bright purple as the red forms in his cheeks, and I'm like, okay, well, this way. I just jump off the side of the ship into the water.
I think we're all still asleep for a few hours.
Yeah.
Can we wait, or do we have to go now?
I was like,
But you're already in the water, so
yeah.
she kind of does a little stomp with her foot in a pattern, and you see the little corpse come out of the bottom of the ship, and they go to the back, get in the life raft, and it pulls up to the side, and she gets in, and they row the 8 feet to the shore, and she gets off of the front of the boat without getting wet at all, and tiptoes through the sand to follow you.
As I'm climbing out of the water, fairly exaggerant, I would presume, clothes sopping wet and just fucking dripping and flopping and shit.
You can visibly see the disgust on her face because you're all wet with ocean water, like sand, and probably leaves caught in your armor from you running through the forest.
Gonna be like, so as a pirate, you don't much savvy the ocean, huh?
I'm not much of a pirate. I provide services and sometimes protection if I have to. There's no other choice.
Services and protection. You might get a chance to do both. Come
Well, we
daybreak.
already did one of them earlier.
Oh,
Did you
yeah.
forget? You weren't as good as your pictures, but we could get you there.
I wasn't there for most of it. I tend to meditate during that time.
Interesting. We'll work on that.
Can I roll deception?
Do we have to go in there? She points to the dense brush in front of you and foliage.
Oh, good. Most temples aren't out here on some kind of fantasy
Should we wait for
beach.
the rest of the crew, or should we go alone?
Well, no, I'm not taking off. I'm on my own. There's 400 fucking thousand of those little fuckers that throw rocks. It sucks. Got hit by 2 of them, and I'm gonna lift up my shirt and show her the welt on my stomach.
She's gonna kind of pinch it and say, "Does that hurt?"
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Okay. Can we maybe just hang out for a bit and wait for everyone else to wake up before we
She says that Pearl's gonna just immediately sit down and cross my legs on the beach and start my short rest until these other guys wake up.
Anthony, when you smacked the fly, I totally imagined it was Meredith smacking a mosquito off of herself.
Yep. Yep. Full agreement there.
It was definitely.
Yeah.
She's kind of just grossed out, doesn't want to be here. She walks back to the rowboat and they row her the 8 feet back to the ladder as she climbs up and goes on the boat and back below deck. Hollers, "Come get me when you're done with whatever this is."
Roll just waves his hand. He's like, yeah, okay.
And on that, you guys can all take a long rest.
Sweet.
Wake up, probably early evening. The sun has started to go down in 6 hours or so. So it's probably 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Got my spells back. Let's see if I want to switch any out while I pray to my god. All right. Froll, did you come up and tell us what the plan was when we're all waking up, or are you still on the beach?
I took a 1 hour meditation, so I actually got up a few minutes before you guys. So I'd imagine as everybody's waking up, I'm kind of like, everyone, this is Meredith. Meredith, this is everyone.
What does Meredith look like again?
She's the blue and white dragonborn.
Erdan,
Similar to Broth.
being super confused about his identity, is going to reach out because he remembers reading in so many books that he's read about the knight kissing the hand of a fair maiden, and he's just gonna like place his duckbill on her hand and make a noise because he can't smack lips because he doesn't have any. And he goes, "Quack," and then just hand her hand back and like, "My lady."
She's gonna blush a little and kind of pinch your cheek and rub your head a little. Thank you, fine sir. I appreciate the fair bidding.
He's
She does a little
somehow
curtsy and
you see Erdan's cheek just get red, and being on white feathers, it is very apparent that he's blushing.
I'd imagine Bruce would get jealous of that.
he probably would. Noble steed. Do I not fulfill you?
You are mine.
Am I not the noblest of riders?
Is he all saying this out loud?
Yes.
Awesome. Erdan turns around and he goes, "Oh no, you are the noblest of riders."
Thank you, noble steed.
Yes. He kneels.
And Erdan just kind of nods and then winks with his telescope eye, so it looks really weird.
Just kind of spins closed and then
Yeah.
opens back up.
The fuck was
Like
that?
Johnny Five that shit.
Yes.
Johnny Five is alive.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everybody roll, I guess. Roll to have it. Roll perception, and we'll have Xander describe himself so we know what he looks like.
Okay.
Perception, you say?
Also, out of character, Tom, do you get like the general gist of High Elves? I think you said you
Yeah, I
made your
didn't.
character random, correct?
Yeah, I didn't try to click a high elf, so I will look into that. So
I was
no,
going to
actually,
say
I don't.
typically highly intelligent,
Right.
kind of gray skin, unless you have some other kind of lineage that you prefer.
No, High Elf is very fair.
Very
they are
fair.
like the not royalty, but
Oh, yeah.
you know what I mean? I think
Right.
you're thinking Drow.
They're the opposite of Henry.
Yeah. Came from rich neighborhood kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and I wasn't trying to do that, but it hit it, so we're gonna stay with it and go get it.
Yeah.
See what happens.
If you picture Legolas, would have been a high elf.
Yeah.
The snooty
Right.
guard captain.
Yeah. They're haughty and reclusive, believing themselves to be superior to non-elves and even other elves.
Right. Was not what I tried to pick.
Which we will consequently get into that in the future, as Froll is a sea elf.
I think we have another elf too, don't we?
Yeah, I'd say after a long rest and the meal you had and the water, you're probably feeling pretty good about yourself, Xander. So with their perceptions rolled, why don't you cast your judgments as a high elf?
Me cast judgments? I don't know.
And then you watched Froll put a guy in a hole that couldn't use his
Yeah.
arms or legs. There's a giant duck running around that keeps showing you his moon hole.
I
He
don't
hasn't
show
seen-
him
he hasn't-
specifically, and he
he
didn't.
hasn't-
He rolled really shitty and couldn't see it the first time.
Hey, Mallory,
He
Mallory,
showed you
Uh-huh.
his yoga pose.
Mallory,
That's
Yeah.
true.
So I'm sure you
buttered
have some
shrimp.
opinion.
Fuck you, man. Yeah, I was just getting ready to say he hasn't seen the
I got,
shrimp
like-
cannon yet.
And then there's the weird guy that keeps kneeling behind his sword, and the quiet, one-legged chef-looking feller.
that
just
just
had
had his
shrimp.
leg first
That
off
just-
because I made him think about shrimp.
He just
And
said
then you
buttered,
have
buttered
a
shrimp.
guy that is
Son of a bitch.
And then
Thanks,
you have
bro.
a guy that's in your race's eyes, a lesser elf, claiming to be a captain that's burying his crewmate in a hole neck deep.
Yeah.
And then you have Shannon, who I can't remember her race.
She's
Asimir,
a
or Asimar.
That's right.
It's a very mismatched crew. You're not quite sure how it all fits together and how they make things work. And I feel like you'd be a bit pompous and quite a bit snooty, being a high elf.
It's a little unorganized here.
Fro's gonna pipe
That's
up.
for sure.
Can I pick George
Unorganized.
up and throw him into the water? Or who's the new guy?
Landfill.
Landfill.
Erdan, who's the new guy? Landfill?
As Xander replies landfill, Fro's gonna be like, yeah, landfill, definitely.
Yep, eat him off the boat.
Landfill.
That guy.
Landfill.
That guy.
That guy.
Mhm.
You know,
I want to pick him up
yeah,
and throw him
yeah.
off the boat and be like, hope you can swim.
Whee!
Well, I guess we're gonna
Gosh,
find out.
Bye.
Well,
Xander, can you swim?
Oh, there's no, I've already said it.
Of
I
course I
want to
can
eat him
swim.
off.
No, I know. I know.
Roll
I'm saying
opposing
after you.
strength checks, Xander and Brock.
Oh, hold on a sec. That is 18.
yeah, he's throwing me off. I got 12. However,
He picks you up and throws you off the deck into the water.
Hopefully you can swim.
Can
I
you
can-
swim?
I can swim.
Do you have a swim speed?
Actually, wait a minute. Actually, you're. I don't. Where do I look for that?
Click on
Where do I
your-
see that?
Click
On your
walking.
movements.
What?
Click on walking speed where it says like 30 feet or something.
Walking speed. Walking speed. Walking speed. Hold on.
I'm
Looking.
gonna say left side bottom of the screen.
If you're
Scroll
on
down a little bit.
Well, I
Yeah,
think
man.
he's on his computer.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm on my laptop.
So
But
it'd
I'm
be
not
above
seeing
your
If
it.
you're on
PC.
your computer, it'll be in the top row where it's got strength, dex, con. You'll see proficiency and then walking. Almost in the middle.
Oh,
at the
30
top row.
feet. Okay, I got you. 30 feet.
Click on that. It'll say speed, walking, and swimming if you can swim.
No. Apparently, I can't swim.
Oh. Yeah. You start flailing.
Oh, wait,
and
wait. No,
panicking.
no. Wait. It says while climbing or swimming, each foot of movement costs 1 extra foot. 2 extra feet.
Does it say a swim speed or like a swim
It
30
would be
feet?
half of their
It's
movement.
half full movement. So if he has 30 feet of walking, it's like
Yeah.
15 feet of doggy paddle.
15 feet of doggy paddle, yeah.
Like
you-
That's
I have
right,
to.
because I'm proficient in
Yeah.
swimming. That's why it
Um,
lists.
Yeah, that's why you do 40 and I do. No, I should have the same as you, but whatever.
It takes you
Continuing
a
along.
second, but you get a doggy paddle and start paddling towards shore.
Erdan is gonna fly down and land next to him and be like, "No, you paddle like this." And I'm gonna show him the duck paddle.
I'm just gonna
Right,
look
your
at,
body just starts floating towards the shore.
Yep.
You can't see your feet moving.
The
I'm
fuck?
gonna look at Froll and go, he can't swim.
I'm gonna lean over the rail and I'm gonna shout and say, "Yeah, not much for adventure, are you?" And Froll under his breath, I'm gonna be
I'm
like,
just going to ignore him.
I'm gonna
He's
be
not
like,
worth my comment.
Under my breath, I'm gonna be like, "High elves."
Erdan is going to, being next to Xander, I'm going his speed. And he's going to be like, don't worry
My
about the
speed's
captain.
not that fast.
He's sometimes a dick,
I'm not worried about the captain.
but sometimes he's
Kind
wonderful.
of looks like all of the time. Oh shit! Yeah. Well, looks like all the time he's a dick, but that's okay. They're in friends.
Hey, landfill. I'm gonna lean over. Hey, landfill. You still alive down there?
But well, it depends on how far away I'm from the ship that I am now. I mean,
Well, you're only
Uh,
moving
about
15
can you-
feet.
Probably to the
You're
shore
about
Yeah,
15
now.
feet away.
It was like
I think
30,
he said shore's
Well,
about.
we're not-
25,
we're not
30
that
feet.
far
So
away.
with
Oh, that's
15
right.
feet twice, you probably made it swimming,
Yep.
talking to Erdan. He's just walking with you now on the shore. Roth hollered at you. You can still
Yeah.
hear him.
I'm going to look
No,
over.
I'm. What do you
Xander,
say?
do you want to fly?
No, I don't need to fly. Why would we need to fly?
Erdan is going to try to scoop him up and take off flying.
Roll a sleight of hand to see if you can get under him and get him on your back
Oh, shit.
without him noticing.
I
Oh.
picture it's kind of the down duck position between his
Oh,
legs.
God.
Position.
That's a
To pick 'em up.
16
Yeah.
plus 3, so 19.
I fucking hate
It's
you guys.
you manage to kind of swoop sideways, and he's laying on your back as you take off into the air. Xander, are you grabbing onto his neck, or are you letting go and falling?
We're not gonna fall, so we'll grab a hold of him.
Yeah, I immediately go 50 feet in the air because that's my full movement.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Well,
Holding on, you realize that this giant duck is flying now, and you're on its back. You're hugging his neck so you don't fall, and you pull yourself up to sitting. And how do you feel about flying? Roll a Constitution check.
yeah, hold on. So that's up top, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, 21.
You enjoy the flight. You've never been flying before, but this is pretty exhilarating.
What do you think?
That's actually not too bad. I mean, having kind of fun with this. Let's go back to the ship and see what they say.
Okay. And I start going towards the ship.
Bruce is aghast that this new guy is flying on you. He sees you, and you
Feels
can
betrayed.
visibly see the color leave his body, and he kneels behind his sword. The noble steed has betrayed.
We land on the deck. I'm like, there you go.
As they land, Froll, I'm gonna walk up to Xander and say, Landfill, you don't seem of much use, but neither do these other new guys. They're still a part of my crew. We still make a family.
Fuck you, Pearl. Love you.
Breath? Breath, you want to see the hole again?
Burying a friend.
I'll bury
Anyway-
you in a hole
anyways,
next.
Anyway, I'm gonna ignore that you said that. Anyways, Landfill, would you like to be one of the crew? And I'm gonna pull out my bag of teeth and pull out one of the random teeth out of the bag and extend it in my hand.
Oh no.
That's just
Why are we-
because I need to make a note.
Why are we handing people teeth?
Because everyone
This
has
is,
one.
Landfill, just
Anyone who has one except for Xander, it is no longer a tooth. It is now something shiny.
Hmm?
Just answer the fucking question. I feel like Broth, I believe, is the only one that I gave one
Yeah,
so far.
I know Erdan does not.
Would I know that thing changed?
That shiny thing is a probably dime-sized ruby.
I would think, as I mentioned that, Broth would probably pull his out.
And he
Will.
pulls out the dime-sized ruby. That's worth 10 gold pieces.
I mean, I will. I don't know if I want your tooth, but I could venture with you for a while.
Well, if you don't fucking want to, you don't have to.
Hey, Froll,
You
can
can
I have
go
a
back.
couple? Can I have another
You
one of
can-
those tooth?
You can go back to hang out with those guys. Broth, god damn it.
Look.
Get with you in a second. I'm dealing with important shit.
Erdan's gonna be like, I would like a tooth. I don't have teeth.
Erdan,
Let's.
god, fuck, guys, this is an important fucking moment right
Yes, I need to
Sorry.
be able to chew.
Sorry.
here. Erdan, here, fuck, take a tooth. Here, go away.
So you just gave out 2 more?
Yeah.
I'll take it and be okay with it, I guess. So. I
So that's
suppose
3
we'll
teeth.
do this in a little while.
But I want to
Right,
show
yeah.
Froll what happened.
Be like, you guys are
roll
all part of the
perception.
family now. I'm Broth, yes, what is it?
I think you have to roll perception to look at my hand.
Oh,
Or do I have to roll perception?
Froll does.
Man, I wish I could get that other.
it's a 9 and 3, 12.
You see the ruby in his hand.
Yeah, you have a ruby.
That came from the tooth.
17 plus 6 sleight of hand. I'm taking that ruby.
Motherfucker.
Roll perception, bro. No, your
If
passive is
If I
probably
remember
less than
right, Broth
23.
still is in possession of something that makes me more greedy than I was before.
Nope, that's me.
Oh, no.
No.
You're still in possession of that, and seeing the ruby definitely makes you want it.
Ah, okay. Well, that explains it.
Well, I thought I had the bear-tooth claw necklace that emits a pheromone that attracts plunderers.
Yeah, that's right. You do have the necklace, and it makes Froll want shiny things.
Yeah. Anytime I'm around you, which I just handed you a tooth, so I'm
Yep.
assuming I'm around you.
Yeah. You snatch it out of Broth's hand and kind of put it in your pocket.
I mean, I suppose I could
My precious.
travel and venture with you
I'm
until
gonna-
something better comes along.
I'm gonna snatch that tooth, and knowing what he just said, I'm gonna hand him 2 more. Say, here, incubate these.
Okay.
So, Broth, you have 4 teeth now? Or
I
3?
get it. 3.
Like, he's taking the tooth from me.
No, from
No, he has
no.
a
I took a
pouch
ruby
full of
from.
teeth that he found,
Okay.
and you know,
Okay.
they like to fuck around and find out. So
Works
Oh,
for
shit
me.
works.
Actually, you know what?
Erdan,
You know
while
what?
everyone's busy, do you want to do anything with the knowledge you have about the deck?
Not
Broth,
right.
I've got
Not
bad
yet.
news, real quick.
Not yet.
I emptied the entire bag of random teeth into Broth's hand. So that is
Oh,
41,
I don't know. I don't want it.
41 more teeth.
No, I don't want it.
I rolled for it.
I got.
Who did you get the other 21 teeth to?
I thought you started me with 47.
47, but I have it crossed out and written 26. So you gave somebody 21 teeth, or did something with them.
Did I?
Mm.
Gonna have to go listen and find out.
Actually, that's
say
a
I
pretty good
didn't-
stopping point too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't mark it in
shit,
my
if we're
inventory.
doing that. Son of a bitch. What happened?
We don't know. You just
Well,
keep
We'll
messing
find
around.
out on the next episode of Stormhaven.
21.
In the next
I
episode.
thought my computer just messed
Broth,
up.
you now have 25 teeth.
What the?
Oh,
You almost got a
no.
full mouth.
Hey, I do know what I did with those. I was making a necklace with them.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah. So all of the teeth that you already had on the necklace are now some kind of gem
So now
worth
it's
about
like
10
a
gold.
ruby laced necklace.
Yeah.
Oh, son of a bitch.
And I was making them with that weathered gold necklace, so it's actually a gold necklace laced with rubies.
I'd say
Excellent.
there's probably 18 on there because some of them would have broke. So it's
Okay.
now a ruby necklace worth 100 gold.
And Broth, if you want to mark those teeth in your inventory, I'm going to
They
delete
are still
entire.
teeth.
Almost
Yeah,
No,
over.
you're
no,
not. You are not deleting
I'm
the
going-
pouch of teeth.
Ooh, you can't get rid of that pouch, good sir.
Even though it's empty, do you want me to label it as an empty pouch?
Yes.
Okay. I just don't want to leave it in the inventory as teeth because I'm going to put empty tooth pouch.
Just hold on. You might not need to keep it. But
Empty tooth pouch. 1. And I'm going to change my weathered gold necklace to how many rubies did you say?
18, I think. you said.
18.
Okay.
It's worth 200 gold.
200. Cool. So let's go ahead and close out the episode. I'll mark this stuff.
All right. Well, with that, gentlemen, excellent. Dragoon, nope. Broth. Unfortunately, you spent half the episode on gagged and noodles, noodle arms. and legs.
Do you expect anything less from Ross?
No,
Gagged and noodled.
you were
Roll-
gagged and
That's the
noodled.
real question.
That sounds fun.
Well,
And
with that,
I need just a second.
Yep.
As
Oh.
you pour the rest of the teeth out, you stop pouring good teeth into Broth's hand, and as you shake the pouch to make sure it's empty, the last rotten tooth falls out into your hand.
Yep.
yeet!
Wait
I
a
have
minute
the
now. I want
I
to know
have
what
the
kind of
one
tooth he gave
rotten
me, though.
tooth marked in my inventory.
I want to know what the
I'm
hell
going
he gave me.
to.
You get a very ominous feeling as it hits your hand.
Am I on the ship or on the beach?
You guys
I'm
are
still
all on the ship.
correct?
Yes.
I'm going to swim back to the beach and toss that rotten tooth into the 5-foot hole and fill it in.
Okay.
He's trying to grow something.
Maybe.
And that'll be the end of the episode.
All
interesting.
right.
I'm going to take the rotten tooth out of my inventory.
Very
He's gonna
interesting.
He's gonna grow a noodle broth.
Unfortunately, that is not what he's going to grow.
Unfortunately,
Oh,
that's
no.
not what's coming out of the hole.
Right.
I have a good idea.
Oh God.
I don't want to know. I really don't want to know.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Well, I guess we'll
I
find
mean,
out
on
on
the
next
plus side,
episode.
you have advantage on any business dealing with pixies.
Damn.
Well,
Well,
I could tell you where that pouch came from, but if you guys don't remember, it's better to let the DM explain that when we do.
I know.
I wasn't here. I wasn't here for where it came from.
I know
so
exactly
it
where
don't
that
matter.
bag came from.
Found it on the Speculoturus Island. I think it was in the ninth session, the body that you guys found.
that's right.
Mm.
Awesome. Well, with that, gentlemen, have a good night. And as always,
Be kind,
be kind to
yourself.
each other.
Oh.
Do something nice for someone tomorrow. Love each other. Most importantly, love yourselves. Have a good night. And fuck cancer.
Fuck
Cancer.
Cancer.
Fuck cancer.